Hello and welcome, guys, to this main event that we're going to be watching here. I've started off a little bit early. I really wanted to watch these fights. I just missed the Brad Tavares versus Antonio Carlos Jr. Brad Tavares won by decision, and now we are going to be watching Arman Tsarukyan versus Matt Frevola fight in a catch weight, 157 pounds. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Welcome, guys. I'm looking forward to this. Matt Frevola is coming in as a huge underdog, a plus 500 against Arman Tsarukyan from, I believe, Armenia. Yep. Should be a very interesting fight, at least to showcase his skills. If Matt Frevola does upset Arman here, it's going to be a very, very interesting fight. Quite excited to see it. He is an Armenian, is a minus 700 favorite. He's fighting out of Krasnodar, Russia. And this is going to be an interesting fight. I'm very, very, very pumped to see these guys out of that part of the world fighting. 5 a.m. Hassan, 5 a.m. main event in UK. Why couldn't my grandparents swim to the US instead of the UK? Incredible that he should ask that of his parents. Jack the Ripper, I love you, Uncle Fab. I really do. Likewise, Jack. Love the work you did in England many, many moons ago. All right, guys, we are off. We've started. Arman immediately takes the center of the octagon. Both guys standing orthodox position. They trade kicks. Frevola with a spinning back kick, now with a front kick. Arman in the middle, inside leg kick, overhand, right hand by Frevola. Frevola goes to the right hand, then goes looking for a right high kick. Both guys trading in the middle, and Arman with an early takedown. Beautiful double leg, timed that off the low kick. What he's trying to do is lace up the legs and move him. You'll see him baseball slide his left knee under here if he can. That's what he's looking to do so he can change. But Frevola's doing a good job of getting himself back up. Nice slam there by Tsarukyan. Great scramble by Frevola. Frevola can grapple. He's shown that. He can grapple. Very, very nice work by Frevola. Relentless is Arman on this takedown. That thing where he's lifting the left knee up is fantastic job, because when he does get his left knee down, that's when he can start to work his way up. Frevola, I'm talking about. Arman's doing a great job of sitting on that leg, on Frevola's right leg, and scooping the ankles back so that he can't get his footing. But Frevola's doing a great job of getting up. Great job. Now he's got a 50-50 here, over-unders. They're trading knees. Interesting. Very, very interesting. When you come in as a heavy favorite like that, I wonder what kind of pressure that creates for Tsarukyan coming in. He's trying a throw for Wizard, but great balance by Frevola. Frevola hits him with a knee on the break. Great job. Nice work. It was a huge, huge favorite, was Tsarukyan. He gets off with a nice jab down the middle, does Tsarukyan. 1-2 by Tsarukyan. Jab on the outside by Tsarukyan. Ooh, spinning back fist by Frevola. Couldn't see if that landed or not, just from the camera angle. 2 minutes, 57 seconds to go in the first round. Right hand, a swing and a miss, and a left hook by Frevola. Right hand by Tsarukyan. Left hook by Tsarukyan. Left body kick by Frevola. None of which landed flush, by the way, guys. Ooh, doubles up on the jab. Right hand down the middle. The jabs did find a home there. This is going to get dangerous when they start to find their range. Ducked under. Oh, nice work by both guys. So Tsarukyan ducked under, did a beautiful double leg. Got nice and low, but then Frevola stepped into a lateral drop. Through the lateral drop, then Tsarukyan spun out of it. And then both guys up against the cage with Tsarukyan now with double overhooks. And Frevola is getting kneed a little bit, but they're both returning knees. Looking at this fight like this, I cannot see how I can't see just on this fight, on the merits of this fight, I can't see how Frevola was such an underdog. On the merits of this fight alone, I'm talking about. Nice work by both guys. Wow. I'm liking this fight a lot. Oh, they trade spinning attacks. Spinning back kick by Tsarukyan. Spinning heel kick by Frevola, and Frevola got the worst end of it. Ooh, left uppercut landed there by Tsarukyan. Action-packed first round. Jab to the body by Tsarukyan. Jab to the head by Tsarukyan. Frevola looking to spin again. He's looking to spin with a spinning back kick. Spinning high kick, rather. 1 minute, 11 seconds to go. I have Tsarukyan just ahead on this one, just because he seems to be pressuring. Went for the takedowns, got the takedowns, but by a very small margin. Both guys trading big shots now. Frevola is not worried at all about the power, it seems. He's got his hands down. He's going forward. There's 53 seconds to go. Tsarukyan's taking a much more measured approach. Oh, there's a trade. Big trading. Tsarukyan is moving backwards with Frevola, really looking for a home for that right hand. He's taking jabs. He took a 1-2, 1-2, 3 from Tsarukyan. This is not good. Don't take those shots, Frevola. It's not a good thing to do. One, because it hurts you. Two, because you are getting hit and does not look good for the judges. Big right hand landed by Frevola. Nice work. 25 seconds to go. Right hand down the middle by Tsarukyan. Left high kick by Tsarukyan. None of which landed. Frevola comes charging in. 13 seconds to go. Noah lands a nice big right hand by Frevola. Knees in the clinch. They both traded. Nice, and as shoots for the double leg does Frevola. Tsarukyan stuffs it quite easily, and then it's up, and that's the round, guys. Frevola, I'm impressed. I am impressed. How are you all, guys? Thank you for joining. I'm pumped, mate. Hey, Fab. Very happy to catch Grange TV again. I hope you are well, dearest Fab. I am, sir. Thank you so much, you and Ferguson. Bryce G, I'm just glad the fights aren't at 5 a.m. anymore. Likewise, man. I had to get up at like 3 a.m. for the Kessa Magni fight. Guys, please, look, if you haven't, please do so already. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Tell all your friends about it. Share it. Please do that if you can. So like and subscribe. That was a pretty impressive round, man. Matt Frevola, man, he came out pretty hard in that round. I was very, very impressed. The second and third rounds are going to be interesting. Should Tsarukyan have been that big of an underdog, of a favorite against the underdog Matt Frevola after a round like that? That's very, very interesting. Co-main event. Oh man, I'm super pumped for that fight. Most biased commentary you're going to hear for a long time, and we're off, people. Again, Tsarukyan holding the center of the octagon. Hits him with a three-piece right there. 1, 2, 3, with a 3 being a left hook from Tsarukyan. Great movement by Tsarukyan. Frevola, man, Frevola impressed the hell out of me. Oh, nice. Deep on a snatch single is Tsarukyan, and he's looking again. He lifts that left knee of Frevola's up so that he can't get it to the ground and can't wall walk. Frevola's looking for a switch. He hasn't hit the switch, but his arm is in. He can hit this switch. He's going to hit the switch. No, he doesn't hit the switch, but he does use it to get himself up. He went looking for a guillotine, and Tsarukyan was able to get the body lock takedown. Very, very strong is Tsarukyan, and great technique. Lovely wrestler. Really, really good shots. I really like the timing on his shots. And Frevola's proven to be quite an adversary here. So in full guard now. Question is, Frevola's looking for a back take from that position. He's got an active guard. He's opened his guard. He's looking for a triangle. Nice. He's got the guard open. Doesn't seem to be pushing him away. Now he's pushing him away, making that space, getting his foot on that hip. Very, very important. What Frevola wants to do here is be able to get his feet on the hip to either straighten him out or lift him up or push him away. And Tsarukyan wants to keep advancing, keep holding him down, and see if he can get his hips away from his, like to be able to stand up, get his hips over his hips rather, and be able to land some ground and pound. That's a battle that's occurring right now. The wrist control that Frevola has is what's stopping Tsarukyan from being able to land big ground and pound. This starts to get dangerous on Frevola, but Frevola is very aware. So he had the closed guard. Tsarukyan stood up. Frevola opened his guard up, put his foot on the hips, and that mitigates the amount of damage that he can take. Three minutes to go in the second round. It is Tsarukyan winning it, in my opinion, but I have seen weirder calls before. Frevola's doing a good job here of staying up and up, but now Tsarukyan's starting to wear on him. There's only so long that you can do that for. Like Frevola was using a lot of strength, a lot of power to keep himself up, and it was working for the first 5, 6, 7 minutes. After a while, though, it starts to wear on you. Tsarukyan's superior technique is it requires a lot less energy, and it's starting to wear on him. If we see a third round, I think Tsarukyan will stop him somewhere in the third round. Frevola is still doing a fantastic job of getting to his feet, continuously getting to his feet. And Tsarukyan now is riding him more and more and more. And Frevola is starting to get more lactic. It's starting to wear himself out a little bit more. Every time he gets up, he's starting to succumb more and more to that pressure. The guard is closed now. Tsarukyan is able to stand up. The guard opens when he stood up. He's trying to get that distance between himself and Tsarukyan is Frevola. And he does have a nice active guard. I don't see him catching Tsarukyan in anything. Way too clever and smart a grappler. Tsarukyan seems to have passed now, looking for a guillotine. I don't think he's going to get the guillotine on Frevola yet. He may later in the fight. I don't think we're going to see. Oh, maybe he's got a dust on and it's tight. And it's out. He's out. He's out. Is Frevola. He's managed to get his arm in between. But I do think that that's going to be the way of the fight later in the round. I think in the third round. So it was 1 minute, 23 seconds to go in the second round. I think Tsarukyan will probably stop this fight somewhere in the third. He's doing a fantastic job now. He's inside control. One of the things that people don't understand is when you got a guy that's in your guard and he's passing your guard and he's active on top and you're having to defend and put him back in your guard and then he passes and then you got to put him back in your guard. It's extremely fatiguing, extremely fatiguing. Then add getting hit. That's a very, very big one. So here we have Tsarukyan in half guard. Frevola is looking at the ref now, is gesturing to the ref that he wants him to standing up, but that's not going to happen. Like Tsarukyan's in a superior position. He's got excellent head control, so that shoulder pressure that he's creating from half guard, he's basically pinning Frevola down and keeping Frevola's left shoulder on the ground. When the left shoulder's on the ground, means that Frevola's flat on the ground. It's very, very hard. Now Tsarukyan is looking for a head arm on the far side. If he passes and gets to mount in that position, he can get the head arm choke. Now he's taking the back. He's got both hooks in. He hasn't sunk the second hook in. He's about to now. He has. Frevola did a fantastic job of rolling, but he has got the wrist control on the far side, does Tsarukyan, which stopped Frevola from rolling all the way. Had he have not had that, Frevola might have been able to roll himself into Tsarukyan's guard. That's the round, and that was all Tsarukyan. I see more of the same in the third round. I see a finish in the third round from Tsarukyan. Jack the Ripper, I liked, subscribe, and told my one friend about it. I can't tell my girlfriend as well if you. I can't tell my girlfriend as well if you wish, Uncle Fab. Please tell your girlfriend. Please tell your friends, your family, your colleagues, that weird guy that works with you, the one at 3 cubicles over that nobody talks to and has Venus flytraps on his desk. Tell him as well, man. Everyone deserves to know. Please, guys, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. But everyone needs to know. Ewan Ferguson, are you doing night shift today, my friend? We're about to go, guys. This was interesting, man. Matt Frevola did a great job, I think, up to this point, but I don't think he'll be able to keep up with Tsarukyan. And I do think we'll see a finish somewhere in here. And this has got nothing to do, you probably see Matt Frevola slow down a lot. It's got nothing to do with his fitness, man. A guy like Tsarukyan has more questions than you have answers. You just cannot keep up, you know? And he's super fit as well. Matt Frevola's got a ton of heart, a lot of fight in him. He's an absolute dog. Throws a left high kick, does Matt Frevola to begin the round. So Tsarukyan's taking the center of the octagon, steps in with a kind of side kick to the head. They exchange a combination. Frevola may have looked to have got the better of it if it wasn't a push. But Tsarukyan, as soon as Frevola loads up, Tsarukyan shoots him for that double leg, gets a takedown. Frevola does a fantastic job of working his way up to his feet, but eats a right high kick for his troubles. But he's on notice as well. He can't come forward recklessly because Tsarukyan is going to change his level, shoot the double, and he's going to get it. Frevola did a fantastic, fantastic job of getting himself up to his feet. Tsarukyan goes looking for a takedown, but hits Frevola with a left hook. Tsarukyan trying to find his distance again, being very patient, jabs to the body. He's being very patient, is Tsarukyan. Very, very patient. Coming in as such a massive favorite and keeping that composure as well, not trying to finish it in the first round is really smart, you know. Inside leg kick by Tsarukyan. Inside leg kick again by Tsarukyan, and Frevola wings and misses with a big overhand right. Spinning back kick by Tsarukyan. Great vocabulary strikes. Spinning heel kick by Frevola, misses. But those movements take a lot of energy from Frevola, and he's really starting to slow down. You see his attacks are becoming more labored, gets hit with a check hook by Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan's feinting, and Frevola's biting on his feints. Holding the center of the octagon is Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan goes with a 1-2. Frevola's able to dip out of the way. But he feints, he bites on the feint, but he misses his punch. He pulled his punches then, did Tsarukyan. They both exchange jabs. Right hand glances off Frevola. Frevola's doing a good job, but he's surviving now. He's surviving. They exchange in deep on a single leg, on a snatch single, is Tsarukyan, and he gets it. He gets a single. There's a guillotine attempt by Frevola. He's not going to get this guillotine because Tsarukyan's on the wrong side for him to finish it. Now he's in full guard. He's got an arming guillotine, does Frevola, but Tsarukyan is putting the shoulder pressure down. He's out. He's not going to get this guillotine. He's got the right shoulder pressure down, does Tsarukyan, and that's enough. It's not going to be able to create the pressure to finish this guillotine. I'd be very, very surprised if it even comes close. No way. Okay, and from here, we're going to see at some point, Tsarukyan's going to get up off his knees like he just did then. The guard's going to open. And I do believe Tsarukyan's going to do a good job of passing. And now the guillotine from Tsarukyan himself, very slick. Frevola did a fantastic job of rolling out of it. Frevola's still with it. That was both a great guillotine and an excellent attempt. And an excellent escape. Punches are coming labored from Frevola, and he just ate a 2-1 from Tsarukyan. I like this Frevola. Matt Frevola, you found yourself a fan, my friend. I'm a fan. Big heart, fights, well skilled. Tsarukyan, very, very skilled guy. Nice jab by Tsarukyan. In deep on a double leg. Frevola's doing a good job of defending. He's picked up and dumped. He's taken his back, has Tsarukyan. He's got Frevola's back. Frevola's looking to spin, but Tsarukyan flattens in him to his stomach. Is this going to be the finish with the rear naked choke? It's in deep. Looks to be on the chin. Tsarukyan's still looking for it. Frevola's doing a fantastic job of spinning out of things, but he keeps giving the back. There's 1 minute and 24 seconds to go, and he's not moving from it. My prediction was a third round finish by Tsarukyan. Is he going to do it? It's 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Frevola's doing a fantastic job of surviving, but not of necessarily winning the fight. Tsarukyan takes him down again. He's in side control. Tsarukyan is looking for the finish. He's got the shoulder pressure there to keep Frevola flat on his back. Great job. Is he going to pass? Is he going to put his knee on there and pass them out? He can't now because Frevola was looking for an underhook escape on the near side. Great hold down here by Tsarukyan. It's all Tsarukyan now with 40 seconds to go. Great control from Tsarukyan there. He's found them out. He's gotten them out. It's like kind of in a quarter guard, but this really in MMA is a mount. There's nothing that's going to be done with that guard. Again, he goes looking for the back, does Tsarukyan. 24 seconds to go. Frevola, it is a moral victory. I think he will survive this, and he's done a fantastic job. He's a great show of heart. In my opinion, his stock has gone up. He was a minus 500 underdog, and with a plus 700 favorite from Tsarukyan, and he's survived, and he's done a good job of surviving. But this has been all Tsarukyan, especially in the second and third round. Great fight. I'm a fan. I'm impressed. I like both guys. You and Ferguson. Nah, she won't fall. My wife barely likes me, so it's all good. Wow, I like that fight, man. That was pretty cool. Who you guys got in the co-main event, Chandler or Hooker? I have Hooker winning that. I don't see it going the distance, and I see Hooker winning that quite. I see him finishing him, but that's me. I'm also pretty biased. No disrespect to Chandler, I'd actually like Chandler a lot, and if he wasn't fighting Hooker, I'd be going for Chandler. But I'm definitely a Hooker fan for sure. Not to be confused with being a fan of hookers. Very, very different thing. Not the same thing. So the live stream's about to kick off, and so I'm pretty pumped for that. Thanks for doing the commentary tonight, Valeria. You're the best. Tsarukyan versus Makhachev, 2019 is one of my favorite fights. There was a barn burner, that one. Anytime, man, those people from that part of the world, they can fight. They can do all sports good, man, and compose great music as well. Valeria, thank you so much. You are the heart and soul of Grange TV. Valeria is our sponsor and life mentor. Thank you, Valeria, for the donations. Thank you very, very, very much. I really, really appreciate it. I have Uncle Dana losing via more people illegally streaming than ever. I don't know. Is that even a thing like that? Do you think that they lose people in those numbers? I don't know. Oh, Valeria is the heart and soul of the Grange TV. Valeria is the best. Without Valeria, there is no Grange TV. That I can assure you. You're the best. 1000% the best. Any little bit helps, and I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Yeah, man. No, thank you. Yeah, so who do you guys have? Chandler or Hooker, and how and why? I have Hooker winning. I have this thing where Hooker's either gonna guillotine him or hit him with a knee on the way in. Or he's gonna kind of stop the shots, get back up, blah, 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 and pick him apart. Not that Chandler's not fantastic. I just don't see how he beats Hooker. I just don't see how he does it. I think Hooker's a little bit too slick for that. Man, hey, honestly, says thanks for consistently putting out solid content. I love doing it, man. I think that you guys watch and that you guys listen and that you guys help out and everything, because without that, I can't do it, man. And I genuinely love doing it. I genuinely love like the podcasts and all of that. I love doing the fight commentary and I love chatting with you guys. It's the best. I genuinely look forward to it. I can tell you that for sure. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I genuinely love doing it, man, and I really thank you guys. I think Chandler will bring the wrestling too, but I just don't know how much he can do with the wrestling versus Daniel Hooker for a prolonged period of time. I'm sure he'll probably get Daniel down a couple of times, but is he going to be able to hold Daniel there? You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah, I'm sure he can. Is he going to be able to hold him down? Is he going to be able to do proper damage from the top there? They're the questions. Yeah, I still think so. Hooker by standing guillotine. I can see the guillotine. I can honestly say it. I also don't see how he beats Hooker unless Hooker turns into a mindless bad game plan mode. But even then, I mean, I can see he can beat Hooker. I just don't think that he will necessarily, just because of the way they match up. I don't think it's a reflection on Chandler not being good or not having good skills. I just think it's hard. Very similar to how I see it with McGregor and Dustin. I see it's hard for Dustin to beat McGregor just because of the way they match up. Not that Dustin isn't good or great. I have Hooker, but Chandler is a dog, and I don't think he's getting the respect he deserves. Agreed. I've seen Hooker fall apart technically after a couple of rounds. If people put the pace on him, he stops moving. That is true. That is true. I do agree with you. I think Hooker's super tough, and I do think that Chandler has an uncanny ability of always ending up on top. He always ends up on top. Like if there's a scramble, he grabs you, he ends up on top. And I don't think that anyone's going to stop him from doing that. I think he will end up on top in the scrambles. The question is Hooker going to spark him in those exchanges, or is he going to guillotine him and catch him? Beetlejuice, you are the reason I wake up in the morning. You're the man, man. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support. Really appreciate the support in the comments. Beetlejuice has been with us with Grange TV since day one. Since day one. He is another heart and soul of Grange TV. I've seen Beetlejuice change and grow and become the great man that he is today. I thank you and I salute you for your support, Beetlejuice. Without people like you, we don't have Grange TV. So thank you so much. Naka Chain says something that I cannot read, but I appreciate you writing it. That's what's most important. The fact that you wrote it. Sasank says it would be great for the division if Chandler wins. I mean, yeah, but I don't want him to. You know what I mean? Um, I don't want him to. The next fight, I'll tell you right now. I know who it is, but I just got to make sure that I say the names correctly. The next is Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Ribas. A fight that I'm really looking forward to is Andrew Sanchez versus Makhmud Muradov. That fight I'm really looking for. The Uzbek can really, really fight. Guys, before I forget, and before we get down into the nitty-gritty of the fights, let me hit you guys with the fact that this event is brought to you by Manscaped. And it's a great brand. Go to the Manscaped website, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code name FAB. If you put in an order right now, you will get this bag, this Manscaped bag. Wonderful little bag. It comes with the clippers, wonderful clippers. Wonderful, wonderful, very hygienic clippers. It comes also with these accessories. This thing is the best thing in the world. It's anti-chafing for your nether regions, for your legs. I chafe real bad because I've started surfing. I run, I exercise, I go surfing, and the salt water kills me. But that cream saves my life. You get all this at the moment. Plus, you get these chafing-proof underpants that are fantastic, extremely comfortable, and that don't chafe. So, guys, gone are the days of having to use implements like these to shave. No more of this. You don't have to use them. You can just compare a couple of the old implements that we've all used. This thing versus this. This gives you a much cleaner, much more hygienic shave. Same as with this. We've all gone here in moments of desperation where we use these types of utensils that we find at home in the kitchen to shave and to manscape. No longer are we having to use those things when you can use this. So that's an easy decision to make, guys. Please do so and make sure that you go to Manscaped and you get 20% off, including free shipping with the code FAB, and you go to that website. Please do so, guys. It will the life you change may be your own. So thank you very much for that. This episode is brought by Manscaped. What have we got here? Hey, Joseph, how are you, my friend? What have we got? Okay, Jack the Ripper. McGregor will force Dustin back, and when Dustin moves to Conor's right side, Conor will launch that overextended left punch and sleep Dustin. All of this will happen within 90 seconds. I don't know how quick it will happen. I do think Conor catches him. I do think that the problem for Dustin is he has to pick his poison. Does he sit outside of Conor's left hand? Does he sit outside of that left hand and wait for Conor to corral him into that left hand exactly how you described? Or does he come forward and pressure Conor? And if he comes forward and pressures Conor and trades with Conor, Conor does such a good job of sliding back and hitting you with that left hand as well. The problem with Dustin is he likes to get you into those later rounds, really exchange, really fight, really make it into a dogfight. 4th and 5th rounds, that's Dustin's world. The problem is to walk into that fire and walk through that fire against Conor is very, very hard because you're gonna take a couple of shots, and a couple of those shots from Conor are gonna be huge. He hits extremely hard and extremely precise. Very, very rare to have someone with that kind of power that Conor does, and with the precision that he hits. Very, very smart guy. I love the way he fights, to be honest with you. Can Dustin get into the 4th or 5th? He's tough enough to do so, but I do think that that's probably going to be one of the things that that works against him is his toughness. You know, he can't take those bombs. That's my prediction. I think Conor will get him. I would like to see Dustin get the win. I'd love it. I think he's a great guy, and I think he's a fantastic fighter, even a better fighter. I don't know. So let's see what happens here. Sosa Youngin says, CA Canada, $2.69. You're a champion, man. Thank you so much. says Hooker presents the same problems to Conor as Nate. I agree. Extremely durable. Extremely durable. Likes to fight at range. I don't think that his jiu-jitsu off his back is necessarily as good as Nate's, but I think that he's got other advantages that Nate doesn't have. But I agree that he presents a lot of similar problems to Conor that that Nate has. I think that Hooker is one of the guys that has a good chance against Conor. He just fights different to Dustin. That's why, and Dustin beat him. Okay, thank you so much, my friend. Yep, so young, and I agree. Reach and chin, not necessarily the cardio. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But we've all been there. We've all been there. The other thing, man, Chandler is a nuggety, good, strong grappler, strong grinder. You know, I'm really interested. The thing is as well, you got to remember he does train, as we just saw on screen then, with Gilbert Burns, with everyone. You know, he trains with a lot of good guys. But I'll tell you something, man. Here, Australia, New Zealand, other than myself, they do make a lot of tough guys. I'm not one of them, but yeah. I think, Victor, we all use at some point in our lives a meat cleaver to shave our gooch, but you don't have to anymore. That's the point. That is the point. You don't have to anymore. Now with Manscaped, you have the clippers. You have these clippers nowadays. It's amazing what technology does. Like, it truly is. Like, I thought I was stuck using the meat cleaver and the cheese grater, but no more. Sasank says, before Manscaped, I was constantly having razor burn from my cheese grater. Now my skin is burn free. There you go. We have a testimony from Sasank. You no longer have to use a samurai sword on your balls. Oh, Pip Dennison, guys, this guy here, Pip Dennison, this is my surfing coach. Pip Dennison and Jolie Matrix, these three guys, Joel and the Matrix, those three guys, along with Jackson Forbes and Sean Anderson, they are my surfing coaches. They also train at Steel City Grappling. And so Jolie Matrix and people watching across the road, the fight on volume down for Grange TV for the commentary. Thanks, brother. Hey, these guys are my surfing coaches. Great guys, man. Great guys here in the Illawarra. So shout out to all of them. Thank you very much. Delgado says, if Conor doesn't win in under 3 rounds, Dustin will finish Conor, in my opinion. If Conor doesn't win in 3 rounds, the 4th and 5th, that's where we'll see the best Dustin. You know what I mean? Having said that, if Conor hasn't finished him in 3 rounds, I don't know what damage Dustin will have had to sustain in order for him to have got to that 4th and 5th. That's going to be interesting. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Conor wins this, by the way. Can Dustin clinch up and try to survive? He can. Dustin's going to try. That's going to be Dustin's game. He's going to try and box him, clinch with him, knee him, kick the legs, and rinse, repeat. Can he do that for the first 3 rounds and try and box him up and whatnot? Yeah, he's going to try. He's going to try. And he's good, man. He's good. I just don't see him having the wrestling pedigree as well to really nullify Conor. I don't know that Dustin's a better grappler than Conor, to be honest with you. You do the best ads, Fab. Thank you, Belfort23. I really appreciate it. Please let Manscaped know. Better yet, buy the products. Buy it through us. Randy says, hey, Fab, can you please do story time today? I may do story time if I can fit it in. I didn't see the Evlov fight, but I'm a big fan of his. I think Conor will win as well. This will be the highest caliber wrestler that Dan Hooker has fought with. I think so. I think from memory, I would say so. Yes. We have Rodriguez and Ribas coming up now. Hello, please notice me, Senpai. You are noticed. Chandler is body shot height against Hooker, not to mention he throws some hard shots. Oh, dude, if he gets Hooker down a couple of times and then Hooker's hands have to come down to defend a takedown and in comes an overhand right or something like that from Chandler, he can finish Hooker. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm not saying Chandler's no good. I just think and want Hooker to win. That's all. You know, like I'm under no illusions of how good Michael Chandler is. I've seen all these fights. After tonight, I'll have to go into hiding from Dana White in his crusade against streaming. Any tips for the wilderness from you and Ferguson? Well, since Randy asks about story time and you ask that question, I think it's only fair that I share a small story. This story, for those that know that are locals, maybe to this area or to another surfing area, it may be true. To some others, it's not. If there are any police, federal police or not, that are watching here, and I do have friends that are police and federal police, and they're watching, this is not real. All right, I made this up. To everyone else, all right. There is a surfing break, which is known for its localism, and there was a guy that we know, and he went out there surfing, and this guy's quite a rough character. He went out there surfing, and the locals turned on him. Did this stop the brave protagonist of our story? I think not. He got a bit of a touch up, and I'm changing this a little bit, so just in case it was true, people can't follow it. So he ran off, right? He just got jumped at a local surf break because he was surfing their break, and he ran off to his car, and this may or may not have been witnessed by me and close friends of mine, all close friends of mine just by themselves. And then he brought out a Hessian sack, and inside that Hessian sack was Clarice, and Clarice is his pet red-bellied black snake that he takes with him in case of any such encounters. And he then chased the assailants around the parking lot of this particular beach, not far from here, and one of them tripped and fell over in panic, and the protagonist of our story held the snake over him and gave him a bit of a flogging thereafter. That is a true story, guys. That's a true story. So just be careful of people wielding Hessian sacks at your local surf break. This is a true story. Sub 10 says, Fab, do you think Martin Scorsese or a high prolific director should make a film about Dustin's life if he defeats Conor? Can I tell you the truth? I think people can make a movie about just about anyone's life. I think people's lives are very, very interesting. So I think Dustin's would be an interesting story. Even if he doesn't beat Conor, who cares if he beats Conor or not? He'd have an interesting story. A lot of people have interesting stories, and a lot of people have amazing, fantastic stories, but we only seem to care about it if they win, which I think is ridiculous. I think the story is more important than whether or not you win a fight or not. Fab, how can Justin get into the later rounds without eating a straight left? He's going to eat a straight left. There's no way about it. It's how hard he takes a straight left. If he takes it on the chin, it's going to be lights out. Does he take it on the gloves? Does he shoot? Does he shoot a double leg? Does he shoot a double leg, run him into the cage and try and grapple with Conor to wear those arms out as much as he can? You know, it's hard. That's going to be difficult. But get hit, 1000% he's going to get hit. He might hit Conor. Conor's got a chin though. Michael Chandler is well spoken. He can secure a spot in the commentary position post fighting. I believe he could. Any of those guys could. Dan Hooker could. Dan Hooker's well spoken too. Last card, fight night card was great grappling. Michael Chiesa's footwork and movement looked great. Yeah, he did. But Michael Chiesa is going to run into problems at the upper echelon of the welterweight division against those guys that have good hands, good footwork, and can grapple, because his striking is a little bit mechanical. So, Sank, that was a true story, my brother. That was a true story. If you know, you know. You don't follow my story. I'll break it down for you real quick. A guy got jumped at a surfing place, where you surf. He got jumped. He was outnumbered. He ran to his car and he pulled out not a gun, not a knife, not a machete. He pulled out a sack, and in that sack there was a red-bellied black snake. It's a poisonous snake. He chased the people down, tripped them over, and then flogged the guy while he was holding the snake to his face. It's a true story. No, he's not He-Man, but he is a wild man. I'll tell you that for sure. He's a wild man. The protagonist is a wild man. It's live now. It's about like the girls are fighting. The girls are about to fight. So I need a self defense snake. I see. And the good thing, if you carry a snake in your car as opposed to a gun or a knife, you can always say you found it, and you're taking it to wires, or you're taking it to the RSPCA or something. Like you're taking it to an animal shelter, you know. And I'm pretty sure that's what he does. But this guy's wild. I don't think he even thought that far ahead. What makes it even more interesting is that this isn't done in the outback. This was done in suburbia with a snake. How much does it depend on whether Dustin sees it coming? If you don't see a shot coming, that's the one that puts you out. If you see the shot coming, you can usually brace or take it and that. But I mean, Dustin's very good, very good. He's going to be very wary of it. Conor's going to throw all the spinning attacks he can to corral him into a space where he can hit him with that left hand. And Conor's going to throw. Conor's good, man. I'm not saying that Dustin's not good. Dustin is very, very, very good. I just don't know how he's going to get it into those later rounds. And maybe he catches Conor. Maybe he catches Conor and it's over. Fab, who would you most like to wrestle with from the female UFC roster? No one. I don't want to get beat up by a girl. I don't want that. David Morris said story should never leave Australia. Mate, I have many, many stories like that. Just that guy alone has plenty of stories. It's so hot in this room. It's easy 40 plus in this room. 40 plus degrees Celsius. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Well over 100 in this room. Super, super hot. Do I think that Conor being super nice all week is more of his mental welfare? I mean, I think that is part of it, but I think more than anything, I think there has to have been how do I say this? A paradigm shift in how he and his team are putting forward his image. I think because he'd received, I think he went past the point of the negative publicity being good publicity, and so I think that he's kind of come back this way, and I think that's part of the being nice thing. Stan Longanides, if that is the real Stan Longanides, you are a legend, my friend, a legend. I used to watch you fight as a kid. Something tells me it's not the real Stan. It's -1 in England right now, says Hassan Ahmed. Hassan is an up and coming drill rapper from Birmingham. Well done, mate. Well done. Great work there. I just see Dustin's only way to victory is being a perfect game plan, which you don't really see it happening, especially since he's facing Conor. Dustin's very good. Like I said, I give Dustin 45% chance of winning. I just favor Conor in this matchup. It's hot because of Uncle Fat Man. It's so hot in this room. It's probably 30 plus outside. It's 40 something in this room. We just went down to Coaldale Markets and I had a very, very delicious duck faux soup. Oh my God, so good. And Turkish gozleme, spinach gozleme. Shout out to Coaldale Markets. That's exactly right. Conor needs a rehabilitation of his reputation. UFC is working on it too. If you saw the promos earlier, yeah, dude, like that's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? So this should be an interesting fight. Do you think Dustin deserves a decision against the Hooker Hangman? Doesn't matter what he deserves. He got it. That's it. We move forward. He got the win, and that's it. We're gonna have ourselves a little barn burner here with the ladies. We're about to kick off. Herb Dean's in the middle right now. We're about to start, people. We're off. Ribas in the yellow, Rodriguez in the black. Ribas holding the center of the octagon. Again, see, this is one of those things that I talk about. Like sometimes the girls just, not just the girls, the guys as well. Ribas is not cutting off the octagon and she's just following around the octagon. Good exchange there by the girls. So she's following Rodriguez around the octagon, not really cutting it off. Both girls wing and miss with the right hands. Both girls look very composed though. Very, very composed. Ribas edging forward. She hits 1, 2, 3. She glances a combination of Rodriguez. Rodriguez moving back. Right hand by Rodriguez. Nice work by Rodriguez. As she's moving back, she's trying to time Ribas walking into her punches. She's doing a good job of that. Very rangy girl is Rodriguez. Ribas looking, trying to touch her, find the range with a jab. And now Rodriguez done a good job of stepping out from having her back to the octagon. Hit her with a right hand lead, did Rodriguez. Nice work, inside leg kick by Ribas. Ribas the aggressor. Ribas chasing Rodriguez and following her around the octagon. Rodriguez seems to be looking for that home for a right hand. Ribas went for the takedown. Rodriguez went for the reversal from the Uchimata, but she looks like she might have taken it back. Rodriguez has extremely long legs, and she's managed, as long as Ribas can keep this underhook, Rodriguez won't be able to take her back. If she loses that underhook for whatever reason, then Rodriguez can take her back. Having said that, she might be able to get a sweep here, Rodriguez, but I think Ribas is pretty savvy to it. Not a comfortable position for Ribas. I'll tell you this now, because Rodriguez here is a kind of like at a pick your poison situation for Ribas, where she can take her back or she can reverse that into a sweep. As long as, from Rodriguez's point of view, she can keep that left hook under the thigh of Ribas, she's got a weapon there. There we go. Ribas got rid of it. Very good work by Ribas. Very, very good. Nice work here. Now, Ribas is looking for some shoulder pressure. Me personally, when I see this, if I was in Rodriguez's corner, I don't know, not if I was in Rodriguez's corner, I shouldn't say that. I apologize. That's a ridiculous thing for me to say and extremely disrespectful. What I'm saying here from these positions here, with this can opener, she's looking for Rodriguez to open a guard. You're not going to get a can open if someone opens their guard. What I was going to say was, from Rodriguez's perspective here, if she stays with a guard closed and Ribas in her guard, she's not going to be able to get a submission without opening her guard. You're going to have to open your guard. What I'd like to see her do is either push away with an open guard or start looking for submissions, one or the other. Because if you just hold the person down in your, there we go. We're starting to see she's starting to open a guard. Because Ribas will win the round like this. She can just stay where she is and she can win the round. Now, when she starts to posture up and make space, Rodriguez needs to get something in between her and Ribas. She needs to start shielding with her knees, kick up and push off. Or she needs to start opening a guard and looking for something. Because otherwise, Ribas will win the round just by staying on there. Again, looking for the can opener so that Rodriguez opens her guard is Ribas. Very flexible is Rodriguez because that wasn't phasing her in the slightest. Now she's got a guard open. There's 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. She's got her guard closed again. She will lose the round unless she starts going for something and opening the guard. She is looking for an armbar on Ribas's right arm. She's looking for that armbar. Ribas is savvy to it. She's postured up. Her elbow's in. She's blocking those legs. She's not going to get it. If Rodriguez gets taken down, and see, now she's opening her guard. If not, Ribas is going to stay there. She's either going to tee off or she's going to win the round. And Rodriguez looks to have a really good game, like really good jiu-jitsu, really good movement. But Ribas is savvy to it, and it's hard to catch people from the bottom like this if it's kind of even and there's strikes. Good job by Ribas to win this round, I think, unless Rodriguez gets a submission late here. Very hard like this. Ribas is, and now as the fight continues, Ribas will become more and more slippery and even make it even harder for Rodriguez to get it from the bottom. That's the round, people. That's a round. I gave that round to Ribas. Nice work. Laced up. This will be my first live fight breakdown watching the Grange TV. And if its quality is on anything like the podcast, it's going to be awesome. Love the channel, mate. Laced up. Thank you very much, man. Super flattered by your comments. I appreciate you watching with us. Welcome to our community. Thank you so much. You'll notice that in the comments, we don't really have any dickheads. We have all good people here, and we really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Fab gives the best. Oh, thank you very much, man. David Morris. Thank you. I can't even read comments like that about myself, man. I'm really, really taken back, and I really appreciate the support, and I really appreciate you guys watching. We're about to start, guys. We're about to start. We're off, guys. 4 minutes 55 into the first round. Again, Ribas is looking for this round. If Rodriguez gets taken down again and she closes her guard and she stays there, she's not going to win. She's not going to win. And the more slippery the Ribas gets, the harder it is. Dirty boxing in there. Knee in the clinch from Rodriguez. An uppercut landed by Ribas. Rodriguez goes looking for an oblique kick, then an overhand right. Rodriguez is markedly more aggressive in this round, which is very, very important for her. Oh, she hit her with a right hand. She's knocked her out. She's finished it. She's finished this fight. What a right hand. Oh, my God, what a right hand. She's been looking for that all of that first round while she was on the feet. She'd been looking for it. Wow. Did they restart the fight? I thought they stopped the fight. They fucking stopped it. I thought they stopped the fight. What the fuck happened? I thought they stopped the fight. So she'd been looking for that. She'd been looking for that in the first round. Then she got taken down. She got held down. But then in the second round, she kept looking for it as well. So remember when I said it in the first round, she's coming back, stepping back and looking for that right hand down the middle. Man, and she found it. And she hit her flush on the chin, dude. And Ribas, man, heart bigger than Farlap. If you're not Australian, you don't know. Farlap was a horse that won the Melbourne Cup with a massive heart. And it's down in a museum. So the heart of Ribas is bigger than Farlap's. And mate, she hit her and she caught her flush. Great show of respect and sportsmanship from the girls. Look at that. Boom. Got her right on the chin. She'd been looking for that the whole fight. Very, very smart, this girl. Rodriguez, you need to keep your eye on her. Very, very smart. She fixes that thing with the guard when she's on the bottom, maybe a little bit more active, gets herself back to her feet. She's going to be very, very hard to beat. See, I thought they stopped it. She walked off. The ref hadn't stopped it. So Herb Dean hadn't stopped the round. And then she comes back. Pop, 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 pop. Wait, sorry, I have an imposter come in here. Come in. Look at this. We're just having my little helper here. So that was what happened in that first round. She's just watching the fights now with her dad. But I'm going to send her back out very, very soon in a second. Yeah, she walked away on that KO. And I thought Herb Dean stopped it. Obviously, he didn't. And Reba just kept going, man. She just kept going. So I'm really, really impressed. Great night of fights so far, from everyone. Wow, what a right hand, mate. Straight down the middle. Perfect, perfect shot. This is baby Fab. Doesn't look like me at all. Looks like I stole this baby. But yes, this is my baby. Hey, donate to my baby. Now she's so cute. I love her. All right. I'm sending her off. Baby. Take her? Bye. My baby probably won't eat tonight, guys, if there's no financial support to the channel. But don't let that whole thing bother you or anything. Just you guys go on living your lives. We'll just continue to eat grass and some berries, maybe some hay tonight. So yeah. Let me see what we have here. I think that Rodriguez might be a little hesitant of trying to stand back up because Ribs taking her back. Maybe. I don't know. But you generally don't want to sit in close guard too much like that in MMA. 5-minute rounds like that. It's like the rules change things. If it was a 10-minute round, maybe you got more time. You can like hold the guy down or the girl down and not, whatever. But in these short rounds, they hold you down for 3 minutes. They win the round. Boom. Oh my God. Those right hands, and Rivers was not in a good place. Did you ever make that Patreon stew recipe book? I haven't forgotten about your mystical super stews. We're working on it, man. 100% the Patreon's going to come out. We're working on a bunch of different things, looking at doing a small documentary that comes up, like probably 5 minutes every couple of weeks, on a journey of a friend of mine. I can't go into it too much, but we're looking at doing a whole bunch of stuff, just trying to get everything together at the moment. Yeah, the card's been great, Pranav. The card has been awesome. I think, yeah, I was going to pay my $90, but ESPN keeps giving me an error. So I'll listen for free. Listen for free, James. You're not going to miss out on anything, my friend. Thank you, Hassan, for saying that ESPN is missing out on my commentary. Pressure them. Tell them I want a job. Actually, I wish I could get paid for just doing this with you guys because that would be awesome. I thought that Herb Dean stopped that. I thought he did. Shout out from Wisconsin, from Will Robertson. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an easy one for Herb Dean, really, because he went to step in. But the problem is, when he stepped in that close, I think that she thought that he stepped in, I feel for the refs, man. Don't give him too much shit because it's not an easy job, man. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. I thought he called the fight earlier, and then he did a good job of stopping it straight away afterwards, It would have been shit, though, had Rodriguez walked into a right hand and lost. That would have been shit. You know what I mean? What's her take of the fight? I don't know what her take of the fight is, but dude, she is a T1000. She just keeps going and going and going and going and doesn't let us sleep ever. She just wakes up at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and she doesn't stop until like 9:30 p.m. She has maybe a 10 or 20-minute nap somewhere in the day, and she just keeps going. Lucky for us, we live near the beach, man. Lucky for us. Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends about us. Please do, guys. The fights have been great so far. I think Valeria is asleep. No, Valeria's awake. Yeah, that was pretty hardcore, man. From that, when Herb Dean stepped in, I thought he called the fight. I was like, yeah, da, 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 da. It was a hard one, I think, for her because when that happened, I think it looked like she was out completely, but then she kept going for the single leg. So, man, this fight, I've been waiting for this fight. Makhmud versus Andrew Sanchez. Amanda Ribas. Hey, Beetlejuice. Thank you, brother. This is for your baby. Please feed her. Guys, baby there eats tonight. Thanks to Beetlejuice. I will find her a nice little meal for about $7 Australian, which is what I will have after YouTube takes their cut. But nonetheless, Beetlejuice, you are the man. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of you guys, whether you donate or don't donate, whatever you do. I appreciate you guys watching and supporting the channel so much. It makes everything worthwhile when you guys watch and support. I love the conversations. I look forward to doing the fight commentaries. Thank you so much, guys. That was like, yeah, man, that was a fucking big shot, dude. It was actually a really good shot. She'd been looking for it. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to a Muradov fight. He's good. He comes highly touted. I think he's got like a 30-6 record or something like that. I think he's a Tajikistani fighting out of Uzbekistan. good part of the world to fight from, man. I'm telling you now, very, very good. Like Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, all of those countries. Great wrestling, great boxing. Very, 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 very good fighters. Beetlejuice, I'm here for the boys. Thank you, Beetlejuice, man. You rock, man. Jack the Ripper, Uncle Fab, tell us a hobby or interest of yours we don't know about. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm trying to learn to surf. I'm working diligently at it and I'm performing terribly, but I'm having a great time doing it. I strongly recommend, man, like my wife, and shout out to my friend and coach, Sean Sven Anderson, who helped us a lot with surfing. My wife can barely swim, right? She wasn't going to swim. She wasn't into it, blah, 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 blah. And then this guy who's a great surfing coach and fireman, he's a good grappler too, very good grappler, Sean. He helped us both, helped push us onto the waves, push my mate, Adnan, who swims like a furry fish, like a furry rock, I should say. He's covered in fur, disgusting human, built like a brick with the density of a brick, and he sinks. He can't swim. But Sean and Jackson, Forbes, they took him out. These are my surfing coaches, and they pushed him onto the waves and got him standing up on the boards. Got my wife standing up on the board yesterday, and I was like super happy for her, because it was something she wasn't going to do before. So that's probably one of my major hobbies. I love going out to the beach, love going surfing. I'm terrible at it, but I enjoy being out on the water and the beach. I love taking my daughter. She's been on the board already, and you guys have seen her. She's like a year, 3 months, so she's already been on the board. That's my favorite thing to do at the moment. Delgado, yes, that's a great thing to do. Get two accounts and subscribe from both of them. I want to get us over the 30,000 subscribers. I'm like, I think we're at 29,433 or something like that, and I want to get over 30,000. That would be fantastic. The fights, the main fight will be on in probably about 30, 40 minutes, I'd say. Yep, he is an Uzbek, but I'm pretty sure he's Tajik born or from Tajikistan. His parents are from Tajikistan or something like that. Are you the stream? Am I the streamer that Dana said they were watching? No, I hope the UFC doesn't close me down. Hassan Ahmed. Fab, I rewatched Volk's versus Max 2, and Volk did well with the kicks and pressure in the later rounds to disrupt Max's rhythm. He was always moving laterally and not standing in one place. I think that fight went first, second, third to Max, or third, fourth, and fifth to Alex, whichever way you guys want, like you want to see it. You know what I mean? And I think the judges saw it how they saw it. They saw it even different to that. But I'm saying to me, that's the way I saw it. I actually saw it like that. First, second, third to Max, third, fourth, fifth to Alex. And I wanted Alex to win. So, yeah. But I can definitely see that, if you make that argument for it, then I'd say, all right, cool. Hey, Fab, do you have a surfer's body and when can we see it? Possibly never. And I don't think I have a surfer's body. I have a body like a 40-year-old lesbian. Jack the Ripper. This Sean guy is good with the water, fire, and he grapples. Yeah, man. He's a grappler, a firefighter, and a big wave surfer. All this is one person we're talking about. We're not talking about that sounds like a conglomerate or team of people. This is one person. Hooker or Chandler Peep, who you all got? I told you my pick is Hooker, and I think Hooker's going to do it. I think he's going to finish him. I think a decision, though, might go to Chandler, but I think Hooker will finish it. Miocic versus Ngannou booked March 27. Your thoughts, coach? Ooh. I can't pick that one. I can't pick it because Miocic has the skill in the game and the wherewithal to beat Ngannou, and he's proven that because he's done it already. But Ngannou has that one-shot power that you cannot discount. So I don't know. I can't tell you who I think will win that fight because Ngannou can be losing for 7 minutes, step back, hit you with an uppercut, and it's game over. He hits that hard. Hassan Ahmed, I still think Max won though. Of course you would. You're one of those people. Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would think that. Like I said, I can see how that first, second, third could be the max. 100% I can see that. And third, fourth, and fifth, I can see that for Alex as well. Adam Mason says either way, Ortega's going to take that belt. That will be an interesting fight. I think they match up differently. I think they match up different, so that's going to be an interesting one. Uzbek and Tajik were part of the USSR. Ethnicities what matters after the dissolution. Like Shevchenko is Russian, not from Kyrgyzstan. No, but I'm not. I'm not kidding. I understand that, but I'm just saying, where it says for him, he's a Tajik, and I know that he fights from Uzbekistan. He lives in Czech Republic. Fab, would you ever get laser eye surgery? Nah, man. I should have got it a bunch of times, but I don't want to. I have astigmatism, so my eyeballs are funny shape. And they reckon the laser surgery can help with the thing, but I'm still scared of it. The double champ does what he fucking wants. Yes, he does. What do you think about Charles Oliveira? Man, I trained with Charles about 10 years ago. More, maybe, 2009. Something like that. 2008, 2009, around that time, in Brazil. And he was a young guy, just a kid. And I went and watched him fight. And then he fought 3 times in one night. Knocked grown men down in fucking Sao Paulo in Brazil, hitting dudes with flying knees, knocking them out. Like, he can fight, and his jiu-jitsu's fucking good. Like, Charles is good enough. Like, Charles, if he just focused on jiu-jitsu, would be one of those guys that could compete at the highest level of jiu-jitsu. So when I was in Brazil, I trained at a gym, and Buchecha was there. Buchecha was a purple belt at the time. He tapped me more times than any human should ever be tapped when I rolled with Buchecha. But Charles was a purple belt at a different gym, not that far from each other. I trained at both gyms, and Charles was like that. Like, Charles was I don't know if he was as good as Buchecha, but at the time he was fucking good, like really, really, really good at jiu-jitsu. And had he have just pursued jiu-jitsu, he would have been like right up there. So then my thoughts on Charles. Always cheer for Charles. What do we got here? Last, just subbed. Loving what you do, brother. Thumbs up from Newcastle. Adam Mason, thank you so much, sir. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much, man. Do you think DC can take down Ngannou? Yeah, 100% he could take him down. 1000%. The question is, in a fight, can you take him down enough times, hold him down enough times to either wear him out, finish him, submit him, and not get your head knocked off? That's the question. Whether they wrestle, 100% he'll take him down. If it was just a wrestling match, DC will clown him. You know, that wouldn't even be a question. In a fight, it'll get harder, but DC would be able to get him down. I think I would say so. But the question is, what's going to happen once he does? Is Ngannou going to get up? And I dare say, he probably will. But with a big guy like that, you want to make him hop. You want to make him hop as much as possible, wear him out, take away all of his power, as much of his power as you can, and try and get him into those later rounds, which is what I think Miocic is going to do. Make him hop on one leg, make him move as much as he can. I meant hook. Jack the Ripper. Yeah, different hooker. If Ngannou's patient, he'll win. But if he rushes in like the first time, same result. Cool. Sorry, Fab. No need to apologize. I was just saying, like, I know that how, like, I don't know what I don't even know what he identifies as. Dana's wet dream was to have Justin win against Khabib and have Conor fight Justin, which I think is Conor's best matchup besides Donald, even though Justin is probably the most damaging kicks in the lightweight division. Yeah, I think Dustin as well matches up well against Conor. I think Justin matches up well for Conor, and Cerrone matches up well for Conor as well. Absolutely. Hey Fab, do you like pork rolls from Viet Bakeries? I'm eating one now and it's hectic. I personally don't eat pork myself too much, if ever, but I do like chicken rolls from Vietnamese bakeries. The banh mi's. I grew up in Cabramatta, so yeah, I grew up eating that. Having said that, man, there's sometimes you get bad food poisoning go through those places, and it's bad. I had a friend of mine, Gordian Stojevsky. Shout out to Gordian. He's the head grappling coach at UFC Bankstown. Good friend of mine. He almost died from it. 100% almost died from a banh mi from Bankstown, like hospitalized for weeks. Pretty bad. We're about to start, guys. We're about to kick it off. But I eat the chicken rolls, man. I eat the chicken rolls all the time. The banh mi's. I love them. I'm like addicted to them. I love them. And then have George. Charles Oliveira is really, really good. No, he's fantastic. Charles Oliveira is fantastic. My granddad had to get the metal shards in his eyes removed from being a mechanic before he could get an MRI. I wonder if his laser eye surgery didn't work because of that. I don't know, man, but my thoughts are with your grandfather. Pseudo Live says, "What's up, Grange? What's up, Pseudo Live?" You should do at least one per show. I should do one. Oh, I love a story time from Randy. We should do one per show. Well, we'll see, man. I'll see how people react to the story time. I don't want to be that guy that tells stories that don't make sense. The fight's about to kick off. This is going to be an interesting fight. I want to see if Mac. Oh, nice. Both guys moving in and out. Muradov already has good movement. You can see he's got great movement the way he moves in and out. Sanchez smart. Sanchez is showing him feints for a takedown. I think he wants to start controlling Muradov. Sanchez doing a good job of feinting and moving. I like the little level change. Big, heavy leg kick by Muradov. Nice. So he continues that feint low. I think he's going to come with a right overhand right now. I believe Andrew Sanchez will. He's feinting low. Hit him with a nice jab, did Sanchez. Muradov's got good movement, moving around. He's looking for those low kicks, is Muradov. I believe Sanchez is looking for that overhand right. He's feinting the takedown, and he's going to come with an overhand right. Muradov swings with a jab and then wings with an uppercut. Hits nothing but air. High left kick by Sanchez. And there it is. There's a shot by Sanchez. Great defense by Muradov. Right hand and a left hand by Muradov on the break. I do believe there's going to be an overhand right. There it is. There's the right hand by Sanchez. He's going to look. Oh, right hand by Muradov. Left hand by Muradov. I like to see Muradov put a bit more combinations together and settle in a little bit. He looks a little bit erratic. Kind of throwing one-offs. So he's kind of throwing these big one-off shots. I'd like to see him just less erratic, start putting combinations together. Andrew Sanchez is doing a good job now of surviving, making this. I believe the way for Sanchez to win is to make this into an uglier fight. There's a right. He's looking for that overhand right, is Sanchez, and he takes a calf kick by Muradov. Nice jab by Muradov. I'd like to see him just settle down a little bit, Muradov. There's that overhand right that Sanchez keeps looking for. Inside left kick by Sanchez. Muradov is holding that left hand low, but he seems to control the distance quite well. If Sanchez can give him a few more looks on takedowns, then he may be able to get that overhand right that he is looking for. Now they clinch. Muradov with the shoulder strike up against the cage. Sanchez looking for a way out, and he got it. Sanchez holding the center of the octagon. And I do think the middleweight division needs as much new talent in it as possible. And we could see an emergency. If Muradov wins, there could be someone that with a lot of hype behind him. He's actually managed by Mayweather. He's got like 1 million followers or something, like some shitload of followers for a guy that's relatively new to the UFC. And he is huge, I believe, like in the Czech Republic and that. They exchange jabs. 1 minute, 53 seconds to go. Again, both guys swing and missing. Muradov went looking for a Superman punch, but got stifled by a jab. Keeps looking for that calf kick. and he is finding a home for it. They exchange jabs. Sanchez getting the better of it. Sanchez looking more composed. Muradov goes looking for a lead front kick. Sanchez holding the center of the octagon now. 1 minute 18 seconds to go. Big right hand and a left hand by Muradov, taken on the gloves by Sanchez. Again with a low kick does Muradov. Jab to the body by Sanchez. Sanchez seems to be growing in confidence, and he's the one that settled in earlier. Muradov with a takedown attempt now, and the combination on the break. Bouncing is Muradov. Swinging for the fences, Muradov with a big right hand. Another calf kick by Muradov. Sanchez chasing Muradov down up against the cage and throwing a combination of his own. Swing and a miss by Muradov. I think he may have partially got Sanchez in, but not enough. Whoa. So flying knee attempt by Muradov, and he eats a right hand by Sanchez. Oh, 1-2 landed by Muradov on Sanchez. And now Muradov with a takedown attempt of his own. Sanchez stifles that. And Sanchez gets off the fence. He does a good job of getting off the fence. Jumping front kick by Muradov. And that's the bell, guys. Interesting round. Interesting round. Sanchez seems to have settled in a little bit better. And I'd like to see Muradov throw better combinations, I think. That's my opinion. Because he's kind of winging, trying to hit that big right hand, and Sanchez is savvy to it, and he's not letting it happen. He's moving out of the way, and yeah, like he's not finding the success. You know, I think he's looking for that knockout a little bit much. He does have a lot of power in his hands, but he's looking for that knockout. He's throwing that overhand right with everything he can. And now what's going to happen, as the fight progresses, it gets more and more difficult for you to knock someone out. Statistically, it's harder to knock someone out. Not to finish a fight. Fights get finished by attrition, but that one punch knockout power gets harder and harder as the fight progresses. And the pressure is now more and more on Makhmud if he's putting that pressure on himself, which he was in the first round. It was really swinging one-offs. Hopefully, they've been able to calm him down in his corner, and he comes out with some combinations for himself. But Sanchez looking much more confident. He's got a nice stance. Look for the 1-2 down the middle, did Sanchez. He's holding the center of the octagon. Muradov hit with a jab to the body. He's looking again for another calf kick. But Sanchez is coming into his space and pressuring him to avoid Makhmud being able to set up that calf kick. So you see he's moving into his space. So there's a calf kick again by Muradov. Jab by Muradov. Again goes looking for the massive right hand over the top. Got hit low, did Muradov. So definitely like the leg kicks and whatnot, I do believe they're going to take a big impact later towards the fight. But right now, Sanchez seems to have adjusted well and he's pressuring forward. And when that pressure, when you're moving a kicker back, it's very hard for him to get the power, the footing that he needs to be able to kick, especially into the legs like that. So he's doing a fantastic job of pressuring and coming forward. The guy who does that the best, of course, is Khabib. Khabib basically runs forward into the guys that have power and that kick hard. So when you've seen him fight kickers, you see Khabib, the Brazilian guy. Oh my God, he was one of my favorite fighters from the lightweight division, and also Gaethje, the guys that he fought, Barboza and Gaethje. He just came forward on him as much as he could, and that didn't allow him to be able to get their kicks off as much as they would have liked. And that's what I believe Sanchez was doing a little bit, being able to come into that space. So he come forward into that space and keep Muradov moving backwards, so Muradov can't get that kicking off. Goes high, does Sanchez. And they exchange, and now Sanchez is gone looking for a double leg, and he's in deep. I don't know if his hands are clasped. They don't seem to be because Muradov looks like he has an underhook. And now he's got his leg in the middle there, and he's got over underhooks here. But this is all to Sanchez's advantage. Muradov wants to fight a nice, clean, stand-up fight. And Sanchez wants it like this as much as possible. Again, Sanchez regains the center of the octagon. Doing a fantastic job of holding the center of the octagon is Sanchez. Good job of Muradov to slide into that jab, slide into range of that jab. Sanchez very, very active. He's much more confident. He partially hit Muradov there with an overhand right. Wing and a miss by Muradov on that calf kick. Look at the welt there on Sanchez's left leg. Jab by Sanchez. Nice. They both guys exchange jabs. Nice work. Exchange there by both guys. Muradov still loading up a lot. A lot. Jab by Sanchez. Another jab by Sanchez. Muradov now holding the center of the octagon. Both guys trading. Muradov swinging with a big right hand. If he connects, it's lights out. They exchange. Nice 1-2 landed there by Muradov. Nice work. Sanchez holding the center of the octagon quite well. They exchanging. Got hit on the exit, did Muradov with the right hand of Sanchez. Partially hit, not flush. Good job by Sanchez holding there the center. Jab to the head, right hand to the body. Both miss, but it's making Muradov work, and it's making Muradov capitulate the center of the octagon to Sanchez. Sanchez doing a fantastic job. Muradov switches to southpaw, got hit. Got wobbled a little bit, did Muradov there. Nice jab by Muradov, hit Sanchez flush. Stop Sanchez coming forward. Sanchez continues though to come forward. They exchanging shots there. Muradov did a good job of moving out of the way both times there. Nice work by Muradov. Hit Sanchez with a little jab there on the exit. No, left and a right landed by Muradov. 1 minute 13 seconds to go. Sanchez tried to triple up on that jab. Look, he's moving well, man. He's moving well. Muradov is, ironically, I think now maybe he's tired out a little bit, but he's not swinging as much for the fences. Now he's starting to look a little better. He's starting to move a little better. He's not just swinging for that knockout shot with that right hand. Oh, he walked into a jab there by Sanchez. 1-2 landed by Sanchez. Well, the one did. The two didn't. 26 seconds to go in this first round. Both guys exchanging. There's a lot of power going out of Muradov's shots now. Jab landed by Sanchez, flush. Coming forward. Muradov wants that space to throw that calf kick. Throws a jumping front kick. Hits Sanchez with a right hand down the middle. Hit him with another right hand. Time. There's just not enough on him anymore. Delgado, I love story times. Joseph, love story time. Thank you very much. Yes, I can, Randy. Sorry, man. My fault. Let me take that off. Sorry, Randy. As my wife says, you fucking loser. That leg kick would have flung my leg clean off. Yeah, he's kicking him hard, man. Super tough guy, Sanchez. Where did I get? I don't know where I got this cup. I gave up on ESPN to approve my purchase. Thanks for the live breakdown, Fab. Huge fan of the podcast. James Hanold. James Hanold, you're the man. Thank you so much. Why doesn't ESPN approve your purchase? Where are you from? Like what country? Where you live? Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support. Like I can't explain to people how much it helps us. It's expensive to run it. You know what I mean? The whole thing. And my daughter needs to eat. whatever she needs to eat something, but whatever you guys give, thanks to Beetlejuice, she eats today. Otherwise, there would be no food for Little Wheat there. For Junior. We're off, people. 4 minutes, 50 seconds. This is the third round. I think Muradov is winning, but I don't know. Sanchez is doing a good job of coming forward, though. Now Muradov is coming forward, ironically. Hits Sanchez with the right hand, but the power's not there. It's not there. He gets progressively harder. He switched to southpaw, has Muradov. Oblique kick by Sanchez. Jab by Sanchez. Landed. Muradov goes looking half-heartedly for a double leg. Left high kick by Muradov. Partially landed, it looked like to me. Right hand landed by Muradov. Sanchez doing a good job of holding the center. Great job by Muradov. By Sanchez of holding the center. And that pressure, the way that he comes forward, is stopping that calf kick from being able to be thrown at him. Because he keeps coming forward, he's taking up that space. If he comes forward and stops in the mid-range, then he's going to get hit. Right hand and a right uppercut landed by Muradov. Like this kind of space where they're at now, he can land it. Right to the body by Muradov. Great work. Feints with the right hand does Muradov. Sanchez feinting and getting Muradov to bite on the feints and then coming over the top with that right hand. Left hand landed by Sanchez. They exchange jabs. Muradov landed a nice clean jab then. Sanchez has a cut on the bridge of his nose. I don't know if his nose is broken. Goes looking for a left high kick, does Sanchez. Right hand by Sanchez. Right hand over the top by Muradov. But see, now the punches don't have the same zing that they did in the first round by Muradov. I would have liked to have seen him use better combinations and not look for the takedown. I believe that not look for the knockout. Oh, huge right hand. Sanchez in a huge amount of trouble. Huge amount of trouble. Oh my God, what a right hand landed. That's the fight. Fucking hell. That was in the third round too. That was in the third round. And he did not look like he had that power anymore. And then he hit him and he made him do the chicken dance. Haven't I got egg on my face? He hit him right, like it made him do the chicken dance, man. Sanchez did a good job up until that point. I'd like to see, but that might I still stand. Like I'd like to see Muradov not be looking for that takedown, not be looking for that overhand right as much, and be throwing more cleaner combinations and just pace himself a little bit. He did get it, but as he finds his way moving up the upper echelons of the middleweight division, that right hand's going to get harder and harder to just find a home for. But here it is. Boom, bang, right behind the ear. The equilibrium's gone, man. Poor guy. People are going to make memes out of that. He fought real hard, man. Look at him. He can't find his footing. That's completely a balance thing, dude. You just can't find your footing when that happens. And then he hits him with a flying knee after that, which was just rude. And then he hits him now with a combination, another knee, right hand over the top, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. The equilibrium, though, when you get hit like that in the ear, it's la la land. Oh, my God. What a shot. What a shot. Great performance. I was impressed by Sanchez, too. I've been wanting to see this guy and be able to commentate one of his fights for a while. Muradov, I like him a lot. I've been following him. That was my only criticism. He kind of looked for that. He kind of looked for that a little bit too hard, the takedown. He was fortunate enough to get it. But, yeah, wow. Nice leg kicks, too. So yeah, that was pretty impressive, guys. What are the other questions here being asked? Is it hard to commentate and watch the fights? No, I enjoy it very much, Randy. I enjoy watching the fights. I enjoy chatting with everyone and commentating. So I love doing this. This is a great amount of fun for me. It says Fab in my suburb because of the heat. My place is a power meltdown and can't watch the fight on Fox still. Looking forward to hearing your call. Sorry to hear about the meltdown. Thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate it, my friend. Thanks a lot. Sanchez getting his technique from his mullet. Mullets are a source of great strength. Watch Samson and Delilah. Barbosa, yeah, I think I don't understand that. So people paid $70 and ESPN doesn't work. Well, you can listen here for free. Don't charge you anything. Um, I will say the time of the fight, Derek, but you can usually say it here. I'll try to sync it up as close as I possibly can, but I will say the time of the fight more. I paid last fight, didn't work, so I only download illegally now. That I didn't know that about ESPN. That's crazy. The kind of fight is still about half an hour, 40 minutes away, I'd say. Um, our fighters trained to hit the turn off button behind the ear. There are places where you hit, like a punch, whatever, is good places to hit are here. Like, I don't know yeah, here, anywhere there is a good place to hit. There's not, it's all soft tissue here behind the ear, all through. So, all this region here, the temple, all the way through behind the ear, all of that's going to mess you up. Like, imagine there's a mohawk going down here. Like, this is hard, but then temple and all through there is hard. Is a kind of soft tissue, good place to hit. The chin, obviously, you can break the jaw. You can break the jaw, and you can make like move. The thing is, when you hit the chin like this, the chin not only is it like a weak bone structure, it can break the jaw, but when you do that, the leverage is such a massive lever point, that it rattles your brain so much more than anywhere else. That's why you don't have to hit the chin that hard to rattle the brain. The equilibrium in the ear and that's bad. You get hit there. You don't have to get hit like massively hard. He just got him perfect here. Boom. What a shot. Oh my God. He was hurt bad, poor Sanchez. And he won me over today, Sanchez did too. I'm a fan. I was really impressed by him, actually. What do I think about? Oh, you mean Jan Blachowicz? I thought you meant Jan, Piotr Jan, the little bantamweight. Um, I think Adesanya beats him. I think Adesanya moves a little too well in the stand up realm, and I don't know that Jan is going to take him down and be able to thing or whatever. I don't know. I'd give the advantage to Adesanya, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jan knocks him out as well. But I think Adesanya wins. Um, okay. No, Eli is at work today. He's a firefighter, and today will be a busy day, man. It's so hot, so hot. Um, there'd be bushfires of the whole 9 yards. The other thing is like just things like down at the beaches and that people would be jumping in and drowning, getting themselves in all sorts of mischief and all sorts of trouble. Hold on, I'm just going to fill up my water bottle. I'll be back. I'm back, people. Sasank asks, "Hey Fab, what a fight is like the week after a fight? Lots of pain and sensitivity to bright light." Depends, man. Depends on how bad the fight was. You know, like if you got concussed and all of that, then yeah. If you might not have got concussed, you might have just gone there and won the fight without getting hurt. I think the physical trauma, and this is what's bad. This is what I honestly believe. The physical trauma a lot of the times is not going to be apparent in your mid-20s, early 30s, even 40. A lot of the trauma in that occurs later. So the week after the fight, I think you saw your body hurts. I think the worst part about stuff like that are like all the small scrapes that you have, like the the octagon. It's a rough surface. You know, it's not like a smooth surface. So you get taken down, your knees get scraped, your elbows, everything, all little just bumps and bruises all over your whole body, kind of thing. I think that's what's hard. And then the biggest thing is whether you won or lost. Because if you lost, you're upset. If you won, you're happy. Hey, Fabel's my spinach. My spinach gosling was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Um, is there a reason MMA fighters don't slip to the outside of the right hand very often? Like if I throw a right hand, I slip under my own right hand. I think guys do. I think the but in answer to your question is a lot of the guys don't follow the rules of boxing. One, because it's not always the same rules of boxing, but two, not a lot of those guys are good boxers. You guys like Frankie Edgar and people like that, yeah, they do. They got very good boxing. So they'll you see it. It's very evident in their footwork and in their ability to outbox people. But other people don't really box. Um, I thought I had real KO power when I got into a pub fight and KO'd someone on the chin. Instead, I find out it's the easiest place to KO someone. All confidence gone. Yeah, if you land it right on the chin, especially if the guy is drinking and he's looking the other way, and you just run up from behind him, then yeah, you're gonna win it every time. I don't know who Rob fights next week, James. I have no idea. Um, my girlfriend woke up, asked me what I'm doing. I said watching fights and listening to my Latino Australian mentor. She said I'd love to go to Australia. I'm considering her making my ex girlfriend now. Um, don't make her your ex girlfriend. Going to Australia has got nothing to do with anything else. Bring her to Australia. Travel around Australia. Australia is a fantastic place. Lots of different places to go and see. Um, what the octagon is rough, sandpapery. I wouldn't say it's sandpapery, but it does have a little bit of traction. If it was smooth, like completely smooth, as soon as it got wet, you'd slip over, and it is already slippery enough, if you know what I mean. Fab, what did you think about the Amanda fight a little bit ago? Sorry, I was late to tune into the stream. Which Amanda fight? Like who? Amanda Nunes or who? Dan Hardy is rock hard shins. Do all fighters condition their shins to this point? Um, I think the conditioning of the shins, everyone should condition the shins. I know that not all fighters condition their shins, but also you got to understand that one, you condition your shins, but two, generally people that fight and they get to the upper echelons, you're going to find that those people are all like genetically are stronger people. Like they have already hard bones. They already got strong shins, you know? So I think someone like Dan Hardy would have kicked off having like strong bones, then condition his shins, and now his shins would be like baseball bats. And it wouldn't be just him. There are a lot of guys like that. The Muay Thai guys are the shin guys. Hey Fab, good to see you still on YouTube. If you would meet only three fighters of combat sports as athletes, who would they be? I don't know. If I could meet him, like meet him as in talk to him or interview him or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have anyone like off the top of my head that I'm like, oh my God, I would love to meet this guy. There's a lot of interesting, cool people, but you know what? It ranges from week to week. I don't know. Right now, there's a few people. Tyson Fury is one guy that interests me. Well, but I don't know. I don't know that if you said, would you love to meet him? If I met him, it would be cool, but I don't know. There are just some people that have interesting stories. You kind of stumped me. I'll get back to you. I'm going to think on it. I didn't see her last fight. I only saw this fight. Yeah, Ernesto Hoost, everyone, people that I spoke to that 40 minute, they said he doesn't necessarily like. They're just sharp. His shins are sharp. I'm like a skinny dude. I have sharp bones. Just always have. I never condition them. Amanda Hood. Jeez. Hey Fab, if you had a chance to win to interview yourself on Grange TV, would you do it? Oh, that'd be like in Back to the Future 2, like the paradox. Couldn't happen. Will Conor do it in under 60 seconds, or will Dustin have a chance? Dustin has a very good chance. Even if Conor does it in under 60 seconds, Dustin still has a chance. I'd love to meet Uncle Fab, but I'll keep my girlfriend at home. Mate, I am not in any shape, way, or form, or have I ever been a threat. So feel free, my friend. Feel free. Fab, who you got in the next fight? Jojo versus I don't know. I don't know. Is Paul Gallen the next Mike Tyson? Or is Mike Tyson the next Paul Gallen? That's another. You don't know. Is he going to don a Cronulla shirt on and have a run? You didn't see the first fight of the main card. The Ribas fight. You're talking about the girls fight. We were here, Oliver. We were all here. You're asking me what did I think of that fight? About Amanda in that fight? Sorry, I thought you meant about her in another fight. About her in that fight, I thought she did really well, but I thought that Rodriguez was going to time that right hand. Like that. That's what I said. And then when she kind of walked in, and she did, she got her with the right hand. But yeah, strong girl, comes forward, good. I think she was good. She lost, but she was good. Oliver, don't you ever fucking change, mate. Don't you ever change. I misunderstood as well. There you go. I'd love to see if you ask me, Ewan, would I interview Yoel Romero? 1,000%. 100% I would. But like it's not like I go, oh fuck, I'd love to interview that guy or something like that. Yeah, I don't have that. I don't know. But I'd like to. Like now, if you say, well, yeah, 100%. The way losing a fight is so upsetting. Isn't being a gatekeeper or a journeyman the toughest thing in sports psychologically? I don't know. I think are you asking me is being a journeyman? It's hard, man. Like it's a hard thing because I think they're conversations you have to have with your people around you. You know. How long until the Conor fight? Probably half an hour, man. 40 minutes. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. Yeah, that fight, Oliver. I think she was doing well. You know, she won the first, but that Rodriguez was looking at that right hand. Yeah, don't go bet on what I say. That's just what I think. Thank you, Orange. I really, really appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much, my friends. We do need the subscription. Let's get it to 30,000. I'd love to see the podcast at 30,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. So we are now at Jessica I versus Joanne Calderwood. And then we have Dan Hooker versus Michael Chandler. We're off, people. We're off. And the girls were straight into it. We have I in the blue and Calderwood in the black. And the girls are dirty boxing in the middle of the octagon. And we're off. I again. Calderwood with an attempted knee pick. She doesn't get it. I's pushed her up against the cage. She's got good head positioning. But Calderwood's fighting there. She's got double underhooks now on I. I is going to transition from the double leg to the single leg. She's got good head position, pushing Calderwood up against the cage. And we're still going. There's a reverse crossface being done by Calderwood. Excellent technique to lift the head up, lift the chin up. Now, I was very smart. She went to the other side of that reverse crossface so she could continue. The dirty boxing's going to do a lot of damage in this fight to both girls if they continue it. Oblique kick by Calderwood. 2 times left, right landed by Calderwood. Again with the left, right by Calderwood. Again in the clinch by Calderwood. Again with the uppercuts of dirty boxing by Eye. Calderwood's looking for knees in the clinch. But every time she does that, she's off balance, and Eye is able to push her up against the cage using a superior head positioning. She keeps a pin to the cage. Very, very good wrestling here by Eye on the cage. Even though she's not getting the takedown, she is getting the superior grappling done against the cage and breaking Calderwood's rhythm up. Nice front kick by Calderwood. Nice right hand by Calderwood. Again, looking for the clinch in the knees. Elbow on the break by Calderwood. Right hand by Eye. Another leg kick landed by Calderwood. Those leg kicks are doing damage. Front kick. Left, right by Calderwood. She goes in and she ate 3 right hands by Eye's flush. She's got the reverse crossface here. Very, very good. So what she's doing with that reverse crossface is lifting Eye's chin up so that she can't get to the legs. It's a very, very good technique. That's with the left hand. See, guys, there you can see it. She throws a cheeky little knee in the middle there, but gets hit with a right left by Eye on the break. Leg kick landed by Calderwood. She goes looking for so what Calderwood is doing is going for this right hand over the top and ending up in the clinch. When she's in the clinch, she's looking for these knees up the middle, and Calderwood is throwing the dirty boxing uppercuts in there and whatnot. But I think as the fight progresses, Calderwood might start finding a home with those leg kicks and those knees. There it is. There's a right hand and there's a knee down the middle. And now Eye is adjusting her position. She has ate a few of those knees. And this is going to start if I can't do this the whole game, the whole fight. She cannot eat knees to her stomach and pressure Calderwood up against the cage. It's going to be very, very difficult to do that if she can't secure a takedown or can't secure holding her there without sustaining damage. One of these girls is going to tire out real bad. I don't know if Calderwood's going to do enough damage with the leg kicks and the knees to the body to stop it. So there's 1 minute and 55 seconds to go in this first round. Yet another knee down the middle. Big right hands landed to the body by Eye. Calderwood is landing knees to the body. Trying to peel Eye's eye away, it looked like. Calderwood, great job of spinning out of there. Another knee down the middle. And then a right hand. Left kick to the body. Right, left. Again in the clinch. Body shots landed by Eye. Left kick to the body by Calderwood. Combination thrown by Calderwood. Finished with a left knee to the body. Again goes looking for the right hand. Another leg kick landed by Calderwood. Right hand again to the head. And then another set of knees landed. Ooh, nice cheeky elbow landed by Calderwood. Oblique kick landed by Calderwood. Eye keeps coming forward. Another leg kick landed by Calderwood. High kick by Calderwood. Exchange by the girls. Right hand landed by Eye. Again with a knee pick attempt is Calderwood. Calderwood in the clinch looking for another knee. Both these girls are super, super tough. Oh, right hand is starting to look a little bit more labored from Calderwood. Left jab to the body by Eye. Right hand thrown by Calderwood, but countered with a right hand of Eye's own. Calderwood again goes looking for that knee pick. Eye does a great job in defending. Both girls hit on the break. 17 seconds to go. Elbow attempt by Calderwood. Jab landed by Eye. Jab to the body by Eye. Right hand to the head by Eye. 7 seconds to go. Inside kick by Calderwood. Labored right hand by Calderwood. Flying elbow by Calderwood. What a round, guys. What a round. These girls can fight. Super, 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 super tough. Super, super, super fast-paced first round. A lot of body work by both girls. This is going to be very, very interesting. Calderwood taking deep breaths in a corner. That doesn't necessarily mean that she's gassed. You know, a lot of people react differently. But she's taken a few shots to the body by Eye as well. She's given a lot, but she's received a lot. Super tough, these girls. Absolutely nails, both girls. The body shots that these girls have taken, Thick Jesus, that's one of the main things that I was going to say. I was looking for those words. You are in my head. Does a journeyman know that he's a journeyman? That's what I was going to say. A lot of the times, the journeymen don't know they're journeymen. We're off, guys. We're off. We're about to start. Okay, we're off. We're off. Both girls run to the center. Calderwood kicks off with a left kick taken on the forearms of I. 4 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the second round. Oblique kicks to the knees by Calderwood. Right hand swing and a miss by I. I have no idea who won that round, by the way. I think Calderwood, I'll kind of edge it to Calderwood, but I'm not judging. I'm just commentating and watching. Oh, lovely front kick landed by Calderwood. Both girls in the clinch. Right uppercut landed by I. Elbow landed by I. Another oblique kick landed by Calderwood. Good head movement by I to come in. Another front kick landed by Calderwood. Both girls fought a frantic pace in the first round. That takes a lot out of you, man. I can't explain to you how much it takes. Oh, there it is. She finally got that knee pick, but I does a fantastic job of not capitulating, not closing the guard, not staying on her back. The moment her bum hit the ground, she kicked off the hips and got back up. That was a fantastic job. Just ate an uppercut, did I. But that was a fantastic job. As soon as your bum hits the ground, you got to get up. Nice combinations thrown by I. Unless you're like a Charles Oliveira type guard where you're going to do whatever you want to do from the bottom, you need to kick up and get up. Another knee pick attempt. Uppercuts there in the clinch. 3 minutes to go. Right and the left. Left jab landed, but right hand landed by I. 3 minutes to go. Both girls have slowed down considerably since the first round, but that first round was fought at a frantic pace, at a crazy pace. Calderwood looks. She got that clinch with her left hand. She landed a couple of big knees there. Another jab to the body by I. I'm really impressed by the body work being done by both these girls. Calderwood continuously looking to threaten with that takedown with the knee pick. She hit her with another knee to the body. Right hand there landed by Calderwood. The girls exchange jabs. Super tough, these girls. Super tough. Exchange. No one's landing flush right now. Eyes kind of holding the center of the octagon, but Calderwood seems to have found a range a little bit more. Hit him with the oblique kick to keep a range. Inside leg kick landed by I. Right high kick partially landed by Calderwood. Right hand landed by Calderwood. Another jab to the body by I. Jab to the head by I. Front kick landed by Calderwood. Left hand landed by I. Left hand landed by Calderwood. Spinning back kick by Calderwood. Both girls exchange jab with 1 minute and 23 seconds to go. Jab to the body. Both girls exchange punches. They're in the clinch now, throwing and exchanging punches. Front kick by Calderwood. Jab to the body by I. Jab to the head by I. Both girls exchange jabs. Calderwood with an oblique kick attempt. Attempt to kick the body. Does Calderwood. She goes in for the knee pick. They're in the clinch. Another knee to the body by Calderwood. I's trying to dirty box in there. She's landed a little right hand over the top in the clinch. Great job by I. Jab to the body by I. Now, but see, now she's getting caught in this kind of slugfest with Calderwood. Because as I said earlier in the first round, she's not going to have the gas tank to hit the double legs and do. to hit the double legs and push her up and hold her against the cage unless she can start getting her down, which she did. She got it down just as I said it. So good on her. Big spinning back kick, big spinning elbow attempt by Calderwood earlier. So this is what needed to happen for I, and it happened. So interesting how the judges score this, because Calderwood doesn't seem like she's going to be able to get up. I's got her bunched up against the cage, and she's got a good. See, this is very good work from I. You want to have your head above the other person's head. Great job. So that's that second round done. That was the end of the second round. It was a good job. Wow. I'm really, really pumped. These girls are doing a fantastic job. Super, super tough, these girls. Super tough. I love the way these girls are going. I don't know who's winning this fight. I have no idea. I have no idea who's winning this fight. I tend to lean towards Calderwood. She just seems to have landed a few of the bigger shots, but I don't know, because like I said, I'm not judging the fight. Left kick to the body. But to me, she's landing cleaner. You know, she's landing the cleaner shots, and I's not doing a great job of, like she was in the first round, of holding her up against the cage and mitigating that damage. She's kind of standing in that mid distance, and that's what's happening. Calderwood's able to get her kicks off, and those kicks to the body. I's so tough, man, because she's taken knee after knee to the body, front kicks to the body, kicks to the body, and they hurt. Now she got an underhook. So I's got her up against the cage. Calderwood has an underhook. She's trying to break the grip. And I's trying to get to hook her leg in behind so she can pull her out from the cage. Here, I needs to get this takedown, I believe. She cannot just hold her up against the cage. This is going to be taking a lot of damage. But the problem is, I knows that she can't stay in that range with Calderwood and get hit. Like she can't capitulate this space, I believe. Like if she moves away, because that's what happened in one of the rounds. She had her up like this, then she moved away from her to exchange punches and strikes with her. And she can't, because Calderwood lands too many shots from range before I can cover that distance. So if I can hold her here, she should. Because I don't think she's going to be able to keep doing this unless Calderwood's gassed. And I don't know, because I can't feel it. I'm not in there. Calderwood looks like she's doing a good job. She's switching her hips and her stance, which allows you to have a little bit more space to get off the cage. But I's doing a great job of holding her there. Doing a fantastic job of holding her there. And this will be the round for I if she doesn't get, if Calderwood can't get her off her. There's 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Good head positioning by I. I'm really impressed. These girls are skilled. I like it. Third round. Sorry, guys. It's a third round. There's 3 minutes to go. I didn't start the timer. So I still holding at 2 minutes, 52 seconds to go. Good job. She's looking to hook the legs, is I. Calderwood with a knee in the middle there, but Calderwood really, really, really needs to get off this. The problem is, if this fight goes like this round I have to give to I. Then the other 2 rounds, I don't know how the judges scored it. So in that, like, Calderwood can't think, oh, I'm winning this fight, completely sure. The ref stopped them now. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. I has to come forward. She has to come forward. I would tend to think, if I was I, that I'm losing this fight. Uppercuts landed, dirty boxing. Both girls in the clinch there. Calderwood with a right hand lands on I. Looking for the oblique kick is Calderwood. I shoots a double leg, tries to drive her into the cage, but she was too far away. Both girls get hit in the clinch. Another jab. Both girls look exhausted. They're so tough, fought so hard. Calderwood is now pushing Eye into the cage if she can. Both girls are so tired. Knees in the middle by Eye. Right high kick by Calderwood. Right hand landed by Calderwood. Again, shot deep by Eye. It's a great sprawl by Calderwood. Eye's still going for it. Calderwood pushes away with a little quarter Nelson. She hits Eye on the break with a little uppercut. The girls exchanging jabs. Both girls exhausted. Calderwood goes looking for that knee pick again. Front kick landed by Calderwood. That front kick has been money all night. Like, she's been hitting her slowly. Do not underestimate the oblique kick and the front kick to the body all night hitting you. The knees to the body all night hitting you. They hurt. They take your gas. And now Eyes up against the cage. Calderwood landing knees. 48 seconds to go. Eye has got massive heart as well. She keeps fighting. She knows if she gets held up against the cage, it's over. And she's not letting her do that. So she's doing a fantastic job. There's 30 seconds to go. There was some spinning shenanigans thrown by Calderwood there. Again, another one. Dirty boxing and tie clinching now. Another big knee landed by Calderwood in the clinch. She's landing shots in the clinch now. Eye throws a knee of her own. Another knee. I'm telling you guys, these girls are so tough. These shots to the body absolutely hurt. Another knee to the head landed by Calderwood. 8 seconds to go. And see those front kicks, those teep kicks, man, they hurt so much. Single leg attempt, and that's the round. People, what a fight. I'm so impressed by the fight. Wow. I'm so impressed. Just by the sheer heart. People don't understand, like, you can't take body shots, and they just kept going. Thick Jesus, from a casual's point of view, when I see a takedown or wrestling exchange, the only thing that gets people out of it is by being super explosive. I can only assume that's fucking so tiring to do. No, you can be as explosive as you want. If you don't have the correct technique, you're gonna get taken down. But the double leg is an explosive movement, and the defense to it is generally a sprawl or popping your hips. And those things are explosive. You know, that exchange there is explosive and super tiring. Having said that, though, the level of technique that goes into both of those things is very, very high. So you can be explosive, but if you're not technical, you're not going to be able to stop it. Beetlejuice, I once copped a body shot and it sent me to the toilet. Dude, once I got liver kicked, but it didn't catch me flush. I was sparring this dude at Concord back at in the day at SPMA, and this dude kicked me, English guy, kicked me, and I had my elbow here, and he kicked me, and he took like his shin hit my elbow kind of thing, but his foot wrapped around, and his foot wrapped around my liver, and it wasn't the worst liver shot I've ever copped. I've copped a couple of worse ones boxing, but that one hit me, and his foot wrapped around my liver, around the back, and I knew there was like a minute to go in the round, but I had this overwhelming, like overwhelming feeling of crying and shitting my pants. But it was overwhelming. Like I felt like crying. I can't explain it to you because I wasn't winded. I wasn't even winded. It was just like it just slowed me down. It just shut me down, and I felt like crying. I can't explain it. Yeah, man. If you've been hit in the body, you know, if you've been liver shotted or something like that, it slows you down, my friend. It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. Guys, it's that time of the night. We're going to be heading into the Chandler versus Hooker fight and the McGREGOR versus Poirier fights. And we're really looking forward to that. And just really quickly, guys, really quickly. Sorry, there was a little mishap there. A little word from our sponsors from Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code name FAB. If you do order now using that code, you will receive a little carry bag with all the implements that you need for a good hygienic shave. This thing is the best thing in the world. As I said earlier, for those people that caught it, this thing is an anti-chafing thing, and I use it. It's the best thing. I'll go surfing, running, training, everything. And usually I chafe real bad because I have skinny legs, but my upper legs are actually quite big. So not big, I just have like a big bum. And so it chafes real bad. With this thing, does not chafe. This is the best thing in the world, up there with sliced bread and the electric light bulb. Um, you also get this anti-chafing underwear, which is fantastic. I actually ordered another pair. They gave me this for free, but I ordered this other pair. These things are gold. I wear them all the time if I'm whatever I'm doing, surfing, running, etc. And these fantastic clippers give a hygienic close shave for everything that you need. Again, as I said earlier, and I'm saying this again because I know that everyone goes through this. So hopefully, if this stops one person from doing it, then I'll do it again. See these things here? No more, guys. You will not have to use this anymore to shave. I know that this is easy. It's go to, it's in the drawer, it's in your kitchen, wherever it is that you keep it. And people use these to shave, but these are dangerous and they're not made to shave. So you don't longer have to use this when you have this. You compare the two. I know at face value you wouldn't know, but trust me, Manscaped does a better job. Thanks to Manscaped, we are no longer using or have to use meat cleavers. I know that people are still using them, but you don't have to. The other thing you no longer have to use are these things. Now, this is dangerous. It does get the job done. I won't argue with you. I'll agree with you right there. It does get the job done. And it does have different settings. You have different settings, same as what you do with the clippers, right? You do have different settings, but it isn't as comfortable. The clippers do have different settings. They're more hygienic and they're easier to carry around. The other thing is neither of these two things are going to fit comfortably inside the carry bag. So, guys, please go to Manscaped, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code FAB. You also get this t-shirt if you order. So thank you very much, guys, and I really, really appreciate it. Okay, what have we got here? Hey, Fab, you always say you're not a fighter, but you sound like you've trained a lot of different disciplines and fought a fair bit. I actually haven't fought. I've competed in some Taekwondo tournaments and some grappling tournaments, and I've had like yeah that kind of stuff. But I've never fought. Like I've had like some like Taekwondo type stuff or whatever, but no, I didn't. I never fought, and I know enough to know that I'm not a fighter. I've been around some really really tough people that can fight, and been able to be lucky enough to work with some of them, implement some of my opinions in some of the disciplines that I'm a little bit more versed in, and I know enough to know that I'm not a fighter, nor am I made to fight. Well, that's changed my mindset about getting hit with just a foot. When McNuggets hit Cowboy with his big toe and Donald went down, I thought it was bullshit. No, like if you get hit on the button, you're in trouble, dude. Uh, Joseph, how dare you? Yeah, I don't think she knows that I have the meat cleaver with me here. I am doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best. Oh, okay. Getting new books Monday, Uncle Fab. Any books you would recommend? Anything you liked? I recommend I don't know what genre, but I recommend The Prince by Machiavelli. I think is a fantastic book. It has a lot of like life stories of philosophy and whatnot that are pertinent to this day, both in the business world and in uh and in just normal day to day life. I recommend that. I recommend a book by Bryce Courtney called April Fool's Day. It's a sad book, but it's a coming of age book, and I think it's one of those should read books. To Kill a Mockingbird. If you haven't already read it, you should read it. The Thornbirds by Colin McCullough. That's another good one. 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Yeah. So I recommend those ones. No, I'm not being humble, Stuart. I'm just being truthful, dude. I'm being truthful. Like I've been around legit tough dudes, that I know I'm not one of them. I've got other skills. 100%. But fighting is not it. Do I ever train and work out with guys out west, Bam Bam and Pedro? Um, Before Tyson has like I've been around Tyson a few times. I've never trained with him, but he's been in sessions that I've run with Tyson. Bam Bam, no, because I've never really worked with anyone close to Bam Bam's size. But Tyson's been to a few sessions that I've been at, and that, yeah, probably about 15 sessions or something, 10, 15 sessions. But I know him like quite well. They're great guys, great guys, and I wish them the very, very best in their respective careers. I really, Conor, I think, has just made his way into the building, or he made his way into the building earlier, but they were just filming him. Um, Guys, I have to get more water. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm super pumped for this co-main event as well, man. Is Bam Bam still at AKA? I don't know. I don't know anything like that about. I usually just keep to myself. I don't know. Oh, we have the terrorist again. The sleep terrorist has entered again. Come here. Nah. What have we got here? So she's here looking. Don't. So this is my daughter. She will be hopefully surfing very, very soon. She goes in the water every day. So when people are asking about my hobby, I make sure that I get my daughter in the water every day. She's now no longer scared of waves. So I'm pretty happy watching her jump in the water and starting to. She's already been on a board. I've pushed her into some waves. It's a skill that I want to make sure she gets. Yeah, I don't think, Jesus, you wait for any opportunity I can. I had to fill up my water, man. This room is so hot. It's so hot. I'm actually going to get her out of here right now. Maybe. All right, we got rid of the baby. I'm really, really pumped for this main event. Thank you, sir. She loves coming. Um, she loves coming here and just hanging out and doing whatever I'm doing. Yeah, she's a funny kid. I really like her a lot. And I don't know if she looks like me or not, which is a discussion that I've had many, many times with my wife. Because she doesn't look massively like me. She looks a lot like one of the Korean sushi chefs from up the road. But hey, what do you do? My daughter eats all the time, all the time, all the time, and a lot. Like she eats, like sometimes I feel like we're overfeeding her or something. I'm pretty pumped for this. Chandler's a big boy too, man. He's a big boy, but he's short, man. I don't know. I think it's going to be very difficult for him to beat Hooker. But I'm interested in it. I'm very, very interested. Hooker's a dangerous man, and a hard man. He gets in very, very, very deep. Long, tall guy. But Chandler, it's interesting, man. He's got, he's fought everyone. He's fought Henderson. He's fought a whole bunch of people. So you feel like your anxiety got better or worse when you had your child? Uh, Separate things, because if I didn't have my anxiety under control by that time, it would have made it worse. There's a lot to be anxious about when you have a child. There's a lot to be anxious about. This is an answer to Beetlejuice's question. So the question was, you feel like anxiety got better or worse when you had your child? No, I made sure that that we didn't have a kid while I was going through the worst of the anxiety, and then that I got the proper help and put processes in place to deal with it and understand why the anxiety was there. And once that happened, it's much easier to handle that and to understand that. So now it hasn't gotten worse, but the child is kind of like doesn't. It's not really neither here nor there on that. Iron Mike Chandler, he's just stepped in. I got a feeling Hooker's going to smash him, mate. Like, I hope Hooker wins. So I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. This is looking. Chandler's fights with Henderson were pretty impressive, because Henderson can wrestle. Henderson's got great jiu-jitsu, but I don't think that Henderson has the stand-up striking that Hooker has. Not in the same way. This is going to be one of the best fights of the night, or Chandler will lay on Hooker like he did when I was 18. Yeah, but the difference with you and Mike Chandler is that Mike Chandler has to last 15 minutes. If he doesn't, he's not going to win. So he can't just lay on him for 15 minutes. It's going to be very, 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 very interesting to see this, man. Also, man, this is Chandler's first fight. I think he is smart in him cutting the weight and being the backup for the title fight that other time, because that at least kind of got you used to this whole little ordeal. One of the things you do if you are training young fighters is try to get them involved, trying to get them to come out the back with you. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do. So if you've got a young fighter and they're coming through, they haven't debuted in a big event, you want them to try and get them out the back with the other fighters, like in the dressing rooms, maybe do the walkout if they can do the walkout. So they're not, the first time they do it, they're not like a deer in the headlights. But this is like very interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting situation here. Is he going to be able to just perform? Dan the Hangman Hooker, man, I've been watching this guy for how many years now, man? Like, I watched him fight the domestic circuits and all of that. A bettor is backing Dan Hooker with a $5,000 money online bet. If he wins the bet pays out $8,750. Wow. I don't bet $5,000 on anyone, but Dan Hooker's looking like skeleton, muscle. That's it. that's what he looks like coming into this fight. He looks prepared. He looks ready to go. I'm a fan, mate. I'm a fan of Dan Hooker. Her third highest takedown defense in UFC lightweight history, 90%. Finished 17 of 20 fights, 10 knockouts, 7 submissions. Sixth highest striking rate in the UFC lightweight division. Let's see what happens. So Hooker's in there now. Hooker's in the octagon. Looking very calm. There's a fist bump from both guys. I like it. I like the respect. There's no need for anything else, mate. You're gonna fight hard as you can in a second. Only time someone said the only time I made that bet was on Mickey Gall against CM Punk. If I had the money, I would have too. If I had the money, I would have too. Michael Chandler looks happy. He's a big boy, man. He's a big boy in that division. She looks like my daughter, 50% Aussie, 50% Korean, scary likeness. Timothy, my daughter is not Anglo-Australian, so she looks 50% Anglo-Australian. We have problems because I'm not 50% Anglo-Australian. I'm going to bring this up with my wife. She looks 50% Anglo-Australian, 50% Asian. We have a problem. We have a serious issue. Rito, I'm not going to show the whole fight, my brother. I can't show the whole fight. You don't understand that they're cracking down on streaming. I cannot do that. I'm going to commentate the fight, and you can listen to it. Guys, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell all your friends about it. Let's get the channel to 30,000 subscribers. Let's do that. Timothy, you've really messed with my mind, mate. My mind has to be on clear to commentate, and you messed with it like some sicko. Hooker looking good, man. So Hooker's the favorite, minus 140. He's looking good, man. Lean. Looks like a fighting greyhound. Should be a good fight. I don't honestly, and I say this as a Dan Hooker fan, I'm biased. I'm going for Dan, but I also don't think that Chandler has really got the respect he deserves because he's a fantastic fighter, a really good fighter. Been watching this guy forever as well. I can't believe it's like a spin out that these two guys are fighting to me. And we're off. People, we are off. No fist touch. Chandler holding the center of the octagon. Both guys in the orthodox stance. Dan's already fainting with the kicks. Chandler kind of upright. Coming. Ooh. Hooker goes looking for that calf kick. Chandler corralling him into the cage. Hooker switches to southpaw, then goes back to orthodox, feints with a kick. With his hips, he's feinting the kicks. Chandler stops chasing him. Chandler moving in and out. Chandler looking to blitz, and then he stops chasing Hooker. Now Hooker feints. Hooker's smart. Hooker's looking for those calf kicks. Hits him with an inside kick. Chandler has to be careful. He can't just take over and over and over. The problem is you got to pick your poison with Dan. If you stand out of his range, he's going to kick the shit out of your legs. He's going to front kick you. He's going to head kick you. If you come in too crazy fast, he's going to hit you with knees. But Chandler's looking for that overhand right, and then he's going to shoot the double leg. That's what's going to happen here, people. Is Chandler going to catch him with a flying knee? Is Hooker going to catch him with a knee on the way in? Chandler can't stay out there and take kicks off Hooker, though. Those leg kicks will take effect. Body punch by Chandler with a lot of power behind it. Didn't land flush, though. Didn't land. I'm on the edge of my seat. Another body punch by Chandler. He's really loading up on that body punch as well. Nice kick by Hooker. Chandler cannot take too many. Overhand right by Chandler. He's trying to corral Hooker in so he can shoot the double. Hooker's doing a fantastic job of moving. Now he's got, so he switched, very clever by Dan Hooker. He switches to southpaw to get his toe outside of Chandler's foot. Another body punch by Chandler. Whoa, right hand over the top by Chandler. He connected, but he hasn't. Big push kick by Chandler. Chandler's staying composed. But Dan Hooker's such a hard man, man. He's a hard man. Nice kick there. He's really felt it. Chandler has felt that low kick by Hooker. Hooker's doing a fantastic job. Oh, no. Big left hand by Chandler. Big left hand by Chandler. Hooker's in a lot of trouble. Is the ref going to stop this? He stopped the first round KO by Chandler in a massive backflip, a fucking 10 out of 10 backflip by Chandler. Man, that is one of the ways that he was going to win. My God. My heart bleeds for Dan. I like Dan personally as a man. I like him. Obviously, I'm going to be biased. But that performance by Chandler was absolutely fucking stunning. I do feel that, like I said before the fight, that he was going into this fight disrespected a little bit, I feel, by casual fans. This guy is a fucking monster, legit monster. And he did the right things. I did feel, like I said before, like I felt that he did have that power. When I spoke to Volkanovski, I said to him, one of the things playing devil's advocate, which pains me to say, I did think that one of the ways for him to win was to come in and feint those attacks and come over the top. But I'm fucking gutted for Daniel Hooker. Gutted. Chandler's a monster. He's in this division. No one's done that to Dan Hooker like that. Lightweights, you are on notice. We have a new problem. And that, guys, that step, like he's been throwing that right hand, looking for that overhand right, but corralling him into the left hook. And he got him. Oh my God. That was picture perfect. Boom, boom. Huge left hand. I don't like watching this. I really like Dan Hooker as a person. And then he very smart from Chandler as well. He just stayed there and gave shots. It seems like something very simple to say. Yeah, Sasank, that's what he did to That's what he did to Benson Henderson. And I'll give him full marks for the backflips. Man, he was smart. Like a lot of people might jump on you, try to submit you or whatever. He just kept hitting you. His power is scary. Very, very, very scary power. Gutted for Daniel. Gutted. I like Daniel as a man. I like him as a fighter. He's got a lot of good character. But I don't want to take anything away from Chandler. Like he went in there, executed, was respectful. Fuck. What do you say? Beast of a man. Beast of a man. Well earned. Well earned. Well earned. I'm gutted for Dan Hooker, but I don't want to make this about my feelings towards Dan, because I think Michael Chandler did an amazing job, and he did an amazing job of corralling Daniel Hooker, and you do not understand, right? Because Dan did hurt him with those leg kicks, and Chandler kept the poker face, and he just kept coming forward, and not just forward like an idiot. He wasn't following. When Hooker would try and get him to follow, he knew, and he stopped, and Hooker would go. And then Hooker would have to stop, and then he could go to Hooker again. So Hooker was trying to be the matador to the bull, and he was very smart. He didn't just keep following him. Because if he kept following him and he stepped, Hooker was going to kick the calf again. So he did a fantastic, fantastic job. This guy, mate, he's not just some brawler. He's not just some wrestler, boxer, brawler. He's very smart. What he did was very, very, very smart. Huge left hand. Very, very good. The pressure that Michael Chandler came into this fight with is huge. Huge pressure. Like he came in, the UFC headhunted him from Bellator. Would have had to offer him a fair bit of money. He's on a lot of money. People are saying, blah, 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 blah. He gets one of the toughest guys in the division, and boom. Excuse me. Will Brooks lost in the UFC, but that's one of those things. It's one of those things. Will Brooks just matched up bad with Chandler, for Chandler. Wow. Well, right now, he cemented his spot. I feel sorry for Charles Oliveira too. Because Charles Oliveira had a fantastic, devastating win against Ferguson. Chandler just comes in, ices Hooker. He's got like a big fan base. The UFC is paying him a lot of money. So what happens now? What happens now? Do we see Ferguson versus Hooker? Maybe. And do we see Charles Oliveira versus Chandler? I don't know. But Charles Oliveira, I'd like to see him get a title shot. Because then there's going to be Poirier and Conor, whoever wins, it's going to be a fantastic fight. There's no denying that. Wow. Yeah, man. Look, me and Alex, obviously, like I said, we're going to be biased towards Hooker, and we said it at the start. Yeah, I don't know. That was crazy, man. Thank you. Find Christ, find life. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. Please, guys, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell people about the channel, please. Crazy, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy fight. Good on Chandler, man. I'm just sorry that it had to be against Dan Hooker. And I'm very biased against, for Dan Hooker. Now we've got Poirier and Conor. The nerves right now are high. The nerves are so high. Everyone's tense. Ban who? Oh, making it happen or whatever, man. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody ban him. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Anyways, this is going to be an interesting fight. Yeah, whoever wins this one is going to be good. Yeah, I don't know. We usually don't have dickheads on the channel, so we have one at the moment, and we'll probably get rid of him by himself. So, what do you do? Please, making it happen. Leave the channel. Please go do something else. Go play marbles. Or stay. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. Sorry, I was caught up watching the commercial just then. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Put a cape on making it happen so he can be super mad. So, nah, I would never buy proper 12. I don't drink. That's probably why as well. Can anyone comment? Anyone that does drink scotch, is it good? Is the proper 12 scotch good? Wow. That was a crazy knockout by Chandler. He fought so well, man. He really, really fought so well. And I am a Dan Hooker fan. I like him as a man. I like him personally. I like his career. I followed his career from the start. I'm sorry making it happen about this relationship with Dan Hooker that I have. But yeah, I know, obviously it's bittersweet. But and I was going for him with no qualms about that. So I am gutted that he lost, truly gutted. But I'm happy for Chandler in that, he came in with a massive amount of pressure. You can't really understand the kind of pressure that guy would have been under. And he came in and he delivered, man. He delivered. And he delivered well because, to be honest with you, Hooker's as good as anyone. If you stay making it happen, honestly, I reckon you're a good guy. Honestly, making it happen, you stay and you'll be part of our community. And then we're all going to be mates, man. And it's all good. Oh, really? So it's not a good. Is it they don't like McGregor, or it's just straight up not good Scotch? I don't know anything. Try and be objective in here, thick Jesus, because otherwise, making it happen is going to get at you for not liking Conor's Scotch. I like you making it happen. Don't leave. Actually, don't leave. Honestly, I'm just going to get water. Well, that was some trap. Chandler showed him the right 3 or 4 times, and boom, sneaked in with the left. Wow, that must have been rehearsed so many times in the gym by Rick James. Yeah, he did. But the thing that's even more impressive about that is that is who he did it to, because Hooker also switched Southpaw and Orthodox, and Hooker can fight Southpaw. So the other thing that Chandler was looking for was that overhand right, and I did say that that was one of the things I thought he'd land, but Hooker was moving away so much to the right to land that outside kick, which he was doing as well. So Hooker did the right thing, that he set up that left hook kind of thing for himself when Chandler came in, and he took that extra step. So when he stepped in, he covered that distance. He threw that right hand to the body, and then he threw that left hook over the top and cracked him. Feel for him, man. That would be so hard right now. He can't even go home. That's right, Beetlejuice. We all gotta love making it happen. I'm chasing hard on over 1.5 rounds in this Dustin Conor fight. I don't know what that means. Making it happen is the type of kid that when giving out participation ribbons, he asks for two. That's from Joseph. Dustin better show his medal. I like you making it happen. I like you just going for it. So Gigi says he doesn't mind proper 12. And what have we got here? Nah, I'm not banning him. I'll have okay. I don't think he underestimated the power, because I don't think it was ever in his plan to take a left hook flush to the chin. You know what I mean? I have no idea, Matovi, about the corners and all of that, and I generally don't like get involved in that, because I don't, I just want the fights. My take, your takes on the fights, what you guys think, what I think. I'm watching just the fights. McGregor's coming out looking pumped as always. Wow, that was crazy. I'm drinking too fast. I'm out of my mind. High as a kite on water and life. In comes McGregor. This has been a pretty crazy card. Yeah, man. I'm gutted for him. I think he's got what? Does he have to do 2 weeks there, or does he just have to do 2 weeks in New Zealand? I think he can fly home, but he has to do the. Doesn't he have to do quarantine in New Zealand? Or I don't know how it works. 2 weeks is shit anyway. It's a long time. It's a long time to be with your family. McGregor taking his time, cleaned his toes then with the mat. His cornerman looked very happy at that effort. The four boys shake hands, and we're about to kick off. Conor McGregor looking very fit, man. Oh, so Hooker has to stay a month in Abu Dhabi. Oh my God. Ewan Ferguson, impressed. Chandler proved many haters wrong, although I may have thought that he was slightly juicy before the fight. Um, Chandler looked good, man. Chandler looked really, really good. Dustin had to slog it out for 5 rounds, trading with Hooker, and this chubby guy from Bellator just strode in and knocked him out. Oh my God. Uh, he has to book the quarantine in New Zealand, and late February was the earliest he could book. So he's in Abu Dhabi for another month. Oh my God. That would be awful. So he's got what, 6 weeks without his family, without his friends, or whatever. Poor guy. This is going to be a good fight. This is going to be an interesting fight. Yeah, I do think Michael Caine, he has to get into close range, and that's what he's going to try and do. But, they're going to trade as well because Dustin hit McGregor. McGregor hit him. That's what happened. McGregor kind of got him behind the ear, and that was it. Um, Dustin's going to try and do that. I don't know. Fuck. After that fight, it's going to be very interesting, man. Because Chandler there did something very, very fantastic. He got himself locked in there. He put himself in that title contention. David Keating, hey Fab, love the show. His whiskey is whiskey, not Scotch. Whiskey is whiskey from Scotland. Ah, I see. Okay, my apologies for this whiskey enthusiasts. So there's Irish whiskey as well. I know nothing about alcohol. So there's Irish whiskey as well, and his alcohol is Irish whiskey. All right, I see. Dustin is walking out into the octagon right now. My apologies for that. Thanks for that, man. I appreciate that. This is the first time I've seen McGregor. Do you think the Hooker's chin could have gotten compromised from his fight with Poirier? Yeah, mate, but man, that left hook, the way he landed it, I'm surprised Hooker didn't go out. Hooker, if anything, showed what a good chin he has. He got hit, oh, dude. Then he got hit with 15 of the best afterwards. So no. Can I lean my ear into the shot? What? Why? It's true what they say. It's the punches that you don't see that hurt you. That's what we were talking about that earlier. But I think we were talking about that in reference to this fight that's coming up. Chandler's body is questionable, but so are a lot of fighters. This is just the eye test, but Chael has endorsed that. Dude, there's a lot of dudes on the gear. I'm not going to say Chandler just because of how yoked Chandler is. Because a lot of guys don't look yoked and they're on shit. Okay. Thanks, David Keating. I know that now. That was solid left hook he took there. Yeah, man. He took a boom. That would have put you down no matter how good your chin was. I have a feeling Dustin might try to take him down. I don't think Dustin's grappling is better than Conor's. That's the problem. I really don't. I hope it is because I like Dustin, but I don't think so. Can we stop talking about Hooker? I'm devastated, says Gigi. He's 5'8". He's going to look yoked. I think so too. I agree with you making it happen. Making it happen, I agree with you. How would Khabib go against wrestling a bigger guy like Rob? In wrestling, if they just had a wrestling match, I would assume that Khabib would win. But in a fight, different, man. Different thing. Fab, I brought up the issue earlier when I was thinking about the first fight between these two. Oh, no, because somebody wrote, can I lean my ear? Oh, can you lean your ear into the shot? Okay, all right, I get that now. What do you believe Dustin's chance of getting a guillotine finish? He did very well against Khabib, and I think maybe anyone except Khabib may have tapped. I think if he gets Conor in a guillotine, he could finish him. I don't see Conor shooting like that, though. I don't. That's my opinion. But I'm not. I'm not. I don't discount Dustin's chances of winning. I'm saying that I think Conor's a slight favorite in this. Mm, stop hanging with bums. Can you shift your camera over? What do you mean? Like this, Randy? Is that what you mean, Randy? My stream must be behind. Conor going to come out. Buck Wild at Dustin. Okay. No, they haven't touched gloves yet. I don't know, guys. Let's watch this fight. We're about to kick off. I'm pretty excited for this. No, I'm not saying Hook and Ferguson. I'm just saying who's in there now. You know what I mean? Like who are we going to see? There's Nate Diaz if he comes down a lightweight. Like who knows? Okay, they're both getting their instructions. Bruce Buffer's doing his thing. The most dangerous man in the octagon is Bruce Buffer by a country mile, ladies and gentlemen. Again, guys, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends. Let's get this channel up to 30,000. $300 on Conor here. Let's go. All right, nice. I can't tell you that I'd bet that money on him either. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that he beats Dustin either. My pick is Conor if I've gone to my head, but I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. Conor's extremely powerful. It's very hard and very precise. And that's always the thing. So minus 305 favorite is Conor. Big favorite. I don't know that I would make Conor that big of a favorite. I'd give him 55-45, something like that. A little bit more than 50-50, but not much more. Because there are ways to win, you know, for Dustin. Chicken Nip 78 says, love your work, mate. Thanks for your commentary. Cleaning for a rent inspection. Haha, keep it up, my bro. Thank you, mate. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Please, guys, keep liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. Go to Manscaped. Like I said before, go to Manscaped to receive 20% off plus free shipping with the code FAB. You will receive the clippers, the anti-chafing shorts, and the t-shirt. Please do so, guys. And the little carry bag as well. Please do so. Help support Manscaped that supports us. This channel is brought to you by Manscaped and by Valeria. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Todd. But making it happen, mate. I think making it happen is going to make it happen. I think he's going to join us. I think he's going to come over to the light. He's going to leave the dark side. Yeah, 100%. The fans lay the bets and they change the odds. So that is true. That is 1,000% true. Yeah, dude, buy it, man. Buy it. Don't use a cheese grater. Don't use a meat cleaver anymore. Don't use the thing. Do the right thing. Be a man. All right, we're about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I agree, Stuart. Ooh, we're off. Conor rushes to the center of the octagon. Big left hand by Conor. Another nice stiff jab landed by Conor. Dustin goes looking for an inside kick. Both guys in the southpaw stance. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Conor feints on a jab, gets Dustin moving. Dustin swings for and they both exchange punches there. Dustin got out of the way of the left hand. Conor's looking for this left hand. This is going to look like a boxing match with some leg kicks thrown in, I believe. Inside leg kick by Dustin, partially checked by Conor. Conor's making him feint and bite on it. Nice double leg attempt. Oh, Dustin got the takedown. Well done, Dustin. That was great work by Dustin. Now he has to slide his right knee through to change the angle on it. And the more time he can make Conor work here, the better. I don't see Dustin finishing him with submissions. I do see Dustin. While Conor lifts his hips up, Dustin is having to hold him, right? This is going to take some effort by Conor onto his left arm. This is good work from Dustin. However, it's going to make it very, very hard for you to hold him down because as soon as you let him go, his legs go to the ground. Great work from both guys. The more work that occurs here, the harder it is for Conor to get his knockouts. Dustin is doing a fantastic job. Great thinking, great work. Whilst any clinching that you see is in Dustin's favor, even if Conor's getting the better of it, because it's wearing out Conor's arms. Left elbow over the top by Conor. Now Dustin has a deep underhook with the right hand, and he's holding Conor up against the cage, but Conor has a superior head positioning there. Left hand landed by Dustin. Great work by Dustin. Conor is defending by putting his hand on the bicep, and he's looking for a way out. Dustin looks huge in there, man. He looks like a big boy in there. Nice work by Conor. By Dustin. Conor's looking to get off the cage, and he's staying very composed. Dustin's doing a fantastic job. The more of this work that can happen, it only benefits Dustin, no matter what's happening here. When in range and they're exchanging, it's Conor. But this movement, the lactic that's building up in both of their arms, the dogfight that's occurring, the work on the cage, this is all going to benefit Poirier. As long as he doesn't blow his wad. Now Conor has been able to clinch and get off him. I wonder if Conor's going to use this time to break out of there. Big shoulder attack by Conor. And the same from Dustin. Bit of cheekiness from each other, back and forwards. I think they might be talking to each other. 2 minutes to go. Conor's getting... Now he has Dustin up against the cage. But Dustin is using Conor's underhook to keep the overhook so he can keep him up against the cage. Now Conor's been able to break off, but he didn't break off. He's keeping Dustin there. And they're both going backwards and forwards like this. Dustin's doing a good job of just tying up Conor's arms and tiring him off. Conor hit him with the elbow on the break. Inside leg kick by Dustin. Conor's fainting in this open mat like this. Ooh, 1-2 by Conor. Nice. Glanced off Dustin. Dustin again steps in, tries for a double leg, but he's too far from it. Nice jab by Conor lands. Ooh, right hand right on the button. Conor hits Dustin with a nice right hand right off the button. Right on the button. Left hand swing and a miss. Right hand swing and a miss by Dustin. There is a distinct speed advantage towards Conor. Ooh, left rip to the body by Conor. Right jab to the head by Conor. Snapping Dustin's head back. 1-2. Ooh, counter right. Dustin hits Conor and tells him so. Nice. And a left low kick by Dustin. But Dustin is now got hit quite flush. Oh, and then Dustin hits Conor on the low. Ooh. Partially blocked by Conor. Dustin's looking to chop those legs. Left hand landed by Conor. Swing and a miss with a left low kick by Dustin. Conor with a spinning kick. Again, Dustin with a little check hook hits Conor with the right hand. Right hand check hook. Right hand landed by Dustin. He's looking for the jab. Left body rip landed by Conor. Ooh, landed on the chin of Dustin's. Landed on the chin of Dustin's. Dustin's showing off a good chin. Time. That's the first round gone, ladies and gentlemen. What a good round. Wow. I liked it. I liked it. I'm excited. That was a good round. Don't ask me to score it. I'm not scoring these rounds. I'm merely commentating and telling you what I see. And that was a good round by both of them. I do think that Conor is landing the sharper, harder shots with the punches. And that is a big problem for Dustin. But Dustin has landed a few counter rights on Conor and then landed quite a few chopping leg kicks. And those leg kicks could start to take the toll later in the fight. He's landed those big shoulder strikes that he landed there. Then he hit this elbow on the break. I'd like to see Dustin hold Conor up against the cage as much as he possibly can. But I'd like to see Conor break off earlier and fight at distance. Dustin is giving Conor stuff to think about with those low kicks. But having said that, Conor's partially checking some of them. But he has taken some abuse to that lead leg. We're off, people. Round 2. Conor, both guys up with a high guard. Oh, nice kick landed by Dustin. Right uppercut landed by Conor. Dustin has been corralled into the back yet. Right hand landed again by Conor. So he's able to corral Dustin into the cage. But Dustin's landing that kick. He's really landing that kick on Conor. Ooh, Conor landed one of his own. High kick by Conor. Another low kick landed by Dustin. Right on the cuff. Right in that spot. Just around the knee. On the side of the... Oh, nice calf kick landed by Dustin. Conor reached for and went for a takedown of his own. Those kicks are hurting Conor. Conor is making some adjustment to it. He is making the adjustment. But they are definitely hurting Conor. Both guys exchange. Another kick landed. I think Conor partially checked that one. It's hard to see from this angle. 4 minutes to go. Left hand landed by Conor. Left rip to the body by Conor. Another left hand to the head by Conor. Those kicks are taking their toll on Conor, and Conor can't sit on that punch the way he'd like to. Dustin's doing a fantastic job. Now Conor has caught Dustin's leg. He's lifting Dustin's leg and getting him to the cage, and now he threw a high kick. I think Conor has to kick Dustin's leg as well. Now he's catching Dustin's leg, but it's dangerous. Can open himself up for a high kick. Dustin hit him with a right hand on the break there. I'd like to see Conor throw that leg kick again. He did a good job of hitting Dustin with that leg kick. They're landing, and Dustin's got a very good understanding of Conor's distance here and keeps chopping that leg. There's a marked difference in hand speed, though. Conor checked that kick, checked an inside low kick. Ooh, Dustin got just out of the way of that left hand. Oh, now he got hit with that left hand, did Dustin. And he's eating Conor's feints. Conor swing and a miss. Now Conor's up against... Conor's slowed down. Now Conor's been hurt. He's hurt. Dustin has hurt Conor. He's hurt Conor. He's swarming him a little bit. Big left hand landed by Dustin. Big left hand. Right hand landed. Left hand. Oh, he's dropped Conor. He's knocked Conor out. Oh, shit. It knocked Conor out. Well done, Dustin. I'd pick Conor. I'd pick Conor. Wow. 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 I had picked Conor. Make it happen. As an analyst, as a whatever you want to say, I had picked Conor. I did not think Dustin was going to beat him. And I did not think he was going to beat him the way that he did. Second round KO, TKO. Wow. Conor, wow. Yeah, everyone, the whole world. That's right, Steve. Everyone said, well done, Dustin. Nobody would have picked that one. I'm happy for Dustin as well. I'm genuinely happy. Like I always said to people, man, I hope Dustin wins, but I don't think he's going to win. Conor looks really hurt. Like his leg looks hurt. He just looks really, really hurt. Wow. Yeah, but did you pick Dustin to outbox Conor in the second round? I didn't. Nobody did. And it's just so weird. Like Conor just went into his shell. Like I've never, after 5 minutes, I didn't. Like he couldn't put Dustin away. He landed some good shots, and Dustin just kept coming forward, and Conor just went into his shell. Wow. He looked very different. There is no like excuse as to why you win or why you lose. Like you just fucking lose. You know what I mean? Like if you lost because the guy hit you too hard, you lost. If you lost because you were partying the night before, you lost. If you lost because you broke your hand, you lost. You know what I mean? Otherwise, don't take the fight. Wow. Nah. I didn't predict either one of those, mate. I can tell you that right now. Wow. I'm happy for Dustin after all the shit. Just listening to Conor and all of that shit. I'm happy for him like that, man. Like I'm happy You know, and I'm happy about the way he won too. Conor did look thing, but hey, fuck, good on him. Wow, 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 wow. Definitely be doing a post fight. Actually, we'll do a post fight. Um, wow, I need to digest that. Fantastic. I'm so impressed by both of them. Well, by Chandler and Dustin, actually, when I say both of them. Wow. But see now what to do. Is it Chandler and Dustin? Is it Dustin and Oliveira? And then it think like, wow. That was a different Conor to what I've seen before. I haven't seen it. Was it the fact of Dustin's leg kicks that slowed him down completely? Um, I I saw him very, very different. I've never seen him like that. He from the get go, he looked different, in that fight. Was it Dustin that did that though? You know what I mean? Was it something that Dustin did in that fight that stopped it? That stopped him coming forward, that stopped him doing what he does. Wow. I am so impressed by that performance. I think we got ourselves two massive events there. Like Chandler and Dustin. I don't know. Do we make that straight away for the strap? What about Oliveira? That was crazy. Wow. Yeah, look, man, I don't know. He fought Cerrone not that long ago. And that, yeah, I don't know. That was crazy, man. Guys, thank you very much. Let me know in your comments what you think. Thank you very much for all the new subscribers and all the new people on the chat, especially making it happen. You're the man. Please, man, come over to this side. Leave the dark side. Come over to this side. You'll enjoy it more when you're positive, part of the community, and everyone enjoys it. And so thank you very much, guys. That was crazy, man. That was fucking insane. Well, we'll talk about it some more, guys. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being part of the chat. Honestly, I really, really, really like doing this, and I really, really thank you guys for having an audience. For making this happen. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys very, very, very soon. Thank you very much. We'll be doing a post fight in the next couple of days. I'm going to have a chat with Eli, see when he can do it, and we'll come back to you. Thank you so much.